What's going on, everybody? This is Dennis Smith of the Alternate Timeline, and I appreciate you guys tuning in. This is another TAT episode 15. It was a special one. My main man Jam came through to Cincinnati, so we did a live in-person session. It's our first one. He went live on his comic book chat on Twitch, and then we went right into a TAT episode. You really get to see us just hang out, be nerdy, and have fun with this. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. And then it comes with a couple different surprises. I know it's going to be a lengthy one a little bit, but it comes with different surprises. We visit a comic book shop, so I give you a little preview, a little sneak peek into what Jam does at a comic book store each and every week as he picks up his weekly comics at the Cosmic Gorilla. Which was really fun. And then at the end, stay tuned to the end. I definitely surprised him with a couple things that I got from a comic book store previously before he came through. So yeah, man, I appreciate you tuning in once again. My name is Dennis Smith. You'll see Jam in a second here. And this is episode 15. Super smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure them alerts is on, and enjoy the show.
What's up, y'all? It's your man Jam here with TAT.
Yeah.
We at the Cosmic Gorilla. We at Cosmic Gorilla here. I got my man's
I'm Eric. I go by Mr. Fantastic. You know what I'm
Mr.
saying?
Fantastic,
In the
okay?
building.
And we just gonna ask a couple questions as well as while I buy my comics. So I gotta pull out my phone here because I got them on here. First thing I asked, which they already answered, was how long have they been open?
Black Friday 2021.
Perfect. So your favorite characters? Give me like three.
Three. Storm, Black Panther. Oh, duh, Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, okay. Favorite comic runs all time,
All time.
or your favorite ones now?
Yeah. X-Force right now.
Right now? Okay.
They're going crazy.
All right. And then, what does a day look like here normally for you?
I'm chilling. I got comic related stuff on. I'm organizing my Pokemon deck for we got Pokemon League here, so we can always do Pokemon card leagues here. So I'm always organizing my deck. Or I'm just like, helping out customers, organizing, restocking, typical comic book store stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. I guess my last question, or will this be for the viewers? Do you have any advice for like comic readers trying to get into comics or even vets?
I will say, with a place like ours, we strive to be the kind of place where this is the first comic that you come in contact with. Because a lot of places, when you go to comic book shops, it's often intimidating to walk in because it's like you don't know where to start, and you're like, oh my gosh, there's so many things, and especially don't want to talk to you. So they don't want to talk to you, they don't want to interact, they don't want to make you feel like welcome to be in a space. They're like, oh, this is our space, this is our place. No, comics is for everyone. There's a comic for just about everybody. Like anything you've seen from the movies, if you saw something from like Captain Marvel and the Marvels, you can cop a comic literally from that. Like if you have like anything like, oh, I want a science fiction thriller slasher, comic book. There are plenty of those, you know what I mean? So it's like, comics are for everyone, and here especially, it's like, don't close yourself off to just, oh, I'm just Marvel, or I'm just DC. Look into IDW, look into Image, look into these newer, like, comic book brands that are coming out with stories that may identify with you even, like, personally. If you're a part of the LGBT community, if you're African American, Latino, they're, like, different stories that really connect you to those characters, maybe just by who they are. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
He's not wrong,
He's
man.
preaching.
I'm copping Duo right
you
now.
copping?
So
What
this
you
is not
copping?
Marvel. It's not DC. It's an imprint of DC, but it's with Milestone, and we talk about it all the time. Milestone is some of my favorite comics. This is the last piece of my collection that I needed for the new 2021 Milestone initiative. So I've been looking for it. I was super hyped when I got it.
Hell yeah.
What else we got?
Appreciate y'all.
What else we got? Go ahead
I'm picking up
and
the Transformers, the last issue they had in store. You can call any website right now trying to get this. It says limited to one person. So I'm super excited. This is the first Image run by first Transformers run by Image. I'm also picking up Blue Beetle. This has been kicking off the Scarab War. I've been loving it so far. I can't get enough of it. Avengers has been really solid. Like the Avengers, the MCU. this is a great grab. Daredevil. I think this might be like top 5 of the best run that I'm reading right now. It's absolutely insane, and that's kind of closing it off. I got the Peach Momoko variant. Had to.
Okay.
And that's all, man. That's all. We appreciate y'all joining us here at TAT, my man, Mr. Fantastic at Cosmic Gorilla.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all check us out and tune in for more jam sessions.
Follow us on Instagram, Gorillaverse, at Gorillaverse.
Gorillaverse.
Find us. We all are on there. We talk to you. We'll talk back to you.
All right. Gorillaverse. TAT. Nice.
Let's get it, man. Hey, welcome to the alternate timeline, man. We're back. This is a TAT episode. It's a special episode because it's our first in-person episode. TAT game link up. My man Jam is with me. Y'all know Jam. What's going on, man? How are you doing today, Brody?
I'm good, bro. Just, here for essentially work, business. You see how my man Dre said it. I got my turtleneck on looking like Steve Jobs and stuff.
Steve Jobs.
But just here for work. I'm trying to be, professional. But I couldn't come to Cincinnati and not see my bro. I haven't seen him in 6 years. We had to connect.
Yeah. It's been a long time, man. We've known each other for a while. But the first time we were seeing each other for a TAT episode.
Yeah.
For doing TAT anything.
Yeah.
So very hype about that, bro. This is the Alternate Timeline. You already know. Hit us up on the socials at the Alt Time on Twitter, which is X now, IG, TikTok as well, and then follow us at the tune into our website as well at our www.thealternatetime.com. And then, on YouTube, The Alternate Timeline. Am I forgetting anything else?
Nah.
The Discord.
Oh, the Discord.
Definitely.
We want to start dropping, our theories and stuff in the Discord.
Yeah,
so we want y'all to come and, just nerd out with us. Talk about it in the Discord. If leaks happen, we try not to dive. We'll dive into that, too. But we want y'all to talk with us, man, because we want to talk with y'all. This is really what the TAT is, the Alternate Timeline is really all about. For sure.
Yeah. So we just got done with a live comic book chat. A jam session on his Twitch. So we're going straight into a TAT episode. You want to do your plugins real quick while you're on the...
Yes, sir. So y'all here with me as well on Twitch. I'm still live streaming here.
Live.
So for y'all watching us on the Alternate Timeline, YouTube, or anything, I am Jew Heard of Me. Jam is my name, but I'm at Jew Heard of Me on all social media platforms. Any platform you got, I'm on there as Jew Heard of Me, except Facebook. That's just my personal, thing, friends and family. But I'm out here. Support your man Jam on my path to partner on Twitch. I'm close, and we are close on the Alternate Timeline for affiliation, man. Y'all have we about to start trying to give y'all merch. We about to start, bro. We about to be doing these things, bro. So we almost there. But yeah, that's the plugins, man.
Yeah, man. Like you said, you look at him. He look like Steve Jobs over here. Got a new job over there, and it's looking good.
Thank you, bro.
I call him Jam Lee too from his comic book chat because he like Stan Lee talking all these comics.
Jam Lee. I'm like, hey yo, let him cook.
It's Jam Lee over here.
I might have to use that, bro.
Stan Lee with the
like
comics.
Jim Lee too from DC Comics. Hey, I might have to use that.
We'll write that down.
Yeah, facts.
But a couple of topics, man, here today, man. Literally the other day on Tuesday. This is Wednesday. On Tuesday, the whole thing came out. The trailer came out. Grand Theft Auto 6, man, like unreal, unreal. GTA 6, the hype is so real right now. I just want to kind of go over some of the numbers, man. I don't know if I've been reposting the numbers every time they come out, like every other hour, because it's so fascinating to me, bro. It is now over 100 million views on YouTube. It was at like 90 million within like 24 hours, so it broke a lot of records. It was like the second highest non-music video ever on YouTube, which is like stupid. And it's
That's
like
crazy.
It's already reached surpassed the amount of all the other GTAs like combined or something like that within the first 24 hours. So
I just seen it today. When we were talking about it, I just was like, because I didn't even watch it yet. So I was like, let me check it out. Crazy.
A big deal. I'm hyped because it looks like they're using that next gen stuff.
Yes.
The next engine or whatever you want to call it, it looks like they're using that, and that's what excites me about
Facts.
Because I have a feeling like hopefully this is like the start of it, and there's more games to come.
I agree.
That are using this engine because it looks, I mean,
crazy.
It looked like he said the first thing that he said was like it looked like a movie.
Yeah, like I'm watching a real movie.
Yeah,
like we don't get. Ernest and Jim Lee about to fight you. Yeah. So that's what we were just about to talk. We were just about to talk about that. Like it's all in game stuff. That to me, that's just wild.
That's wild.
Because like what Dennis just said, bro. Like this is like the first game we really feel like that next gen. Don't get me wrong. Spider-Man 2 was great. It was phenomenal. You see the water. You see like the reflection of yourself in the buildings. Like that ray tracing. Like that's great.
Mm-hmm.
But when you watch Spider-Man 2, and again, it's a fantasy game, whatever the case may be, but when you watch Spider-Man 2 and you compare it to that GTA trailer,
it's a little different.
It's a very big difference.
It's a little different.
Feel me?
It's a little different. So yeah, needless to say, it's going to be a huge game. It's going to break a lot of records when it comes out. I knew how big this game was. I thought I knew how big this game was. I didn't know it was. I still don't think I've grasped how huge Grand Theft Auto is for people.
I agree.
Until I think I was scrolling and I've seen some things. I saw a couple of videos and tweets about people literally just saying like how important it is for them to just stay alive.
I seen that video where it was like some hood dude. He was like, bruh, I can't be in the streets no more, bro, because I gotta stay alive for this game.
This game to come out. That's so like I didn't think, bro. Like I was like,
bro, said I'm giving up the street life for this video game, bro.
But that's why this game is so different though, because it literally got the streets though. Like all these games, you can talk about how crazy Spider-Man 2 is, Insomniac games in general. You can talk about Ghost of Tsushima, some of your favorite games, God of War. But you talk about Grand Theft Auto, like they got the streets on lock though, like the literal streets on lock. Like they love this game. So you have people that are literally like, I need to stay alive to play this game. That's crazy.
That's insane.
That's crazy. I was also scrolling on Twitter and I'm seeing accounts literally be like, RIP to the people that didn't make it this far to even play this game. Like RIP to the people that are like not going to make it to 2025 because it releases in 2025. And it's like some of them you can kind of feel like the troll in it, but like I think some of them are so serious though,
about it,
because that's how you genuinely feel. Like some of these people that are hardcore gamers, like some people just haven't made it to this far and won't be able to play this what people feel is a masterpiece of a game, a masterpiece of a franchise. So so many people. I got my best friend, one of my best friends, Archit, who I've done a TAT episode with on the Cross the Spider-Verse stuff. He does not play video games much. He doesn't even have a console. But he loves Grand Theft Auto. He loves Grand Theft Auto. This dude is married, doctor, so he's on all kinds of different time. He is buying a console for this game.
Wow. That's huge.
He's there day one. You know what I'm saying?
You think they'll do a bundle?
Probably, because they're saying there may be the PlayStation Pro might come out.
With that?
But shit, they might.
I might have to trade this joint in. Let me get that Pro. Because then think about, like you just said, that next gen gaming too. The Pro
might have something a little extra. You never know. That'd be a great button. If you're Sony, that'd be smart.
I feel like though, like, so it's a little off topic, but I feel like, do we even need a PS5 Pro? Like, we're not even scratching the surface on what the PS5 can do. You know what I'm saying? Like on these games. So, but that's just a whole nother thing. I will say this though, since we aren't talking about Grand Theft Auto, I'm actually not a Grand Theft Auto guy.
Same.
The last Grand Theft Auto I played was San Andreas. Right? I didn't even play the whole story. I didn't even beat the whole game. I was just running around doing wild shit. I'm actually excited to play this GTA game for this story. Now, my only question is for those, that are out there that do play GTA and things like that, if you guys can let us know in the comments, we'll probably do our own research, but I would like to know if y'all already know, like, does GTA Online coincide with, like, will it coincide with this GTA 6, or is like GTA Online its own thing? Because I've been told that you have to play GTA 5 to get stuff for GTA Online. So I'm just kind of confused on that. I always thought of it like how Red Dead and Red Dead Redemption Online was. Like, you don't really have to play the Red Dead 2 game to hop on Red Dead Redemption online and, you know, create your character.
They may do the thing where they just kind of update the online version to like what the current like thing is. Almost kind of like how Call of Duty does it, but like their Warzone and stuff like that. Like you don't even have to buy the game anymore. It's just like you can just like update the online part.
I would wish more games like if sports games would do that, like a 2K. I feel like they would make more money in that game. Like you can literally pay for the update. You get the fresh roster. I don't know. That's a whole other thing. But
yeah, man.
Oh, Ernest actually answered to us. GTA Online has a storyline. It starts before the main story, then goes after with characters from the story showing up. Okay. So what Dennis said might be on. Like you might have cooked just now because essentially like the update to the online to kind of coincide with 6.
That sounds right. That sounds right. But yeah, man, coming out in 2025, gotta wait a little bit. But my first thought was like I'm okay with it.
Yep.
I've already like made it okay in my head because like I have a lot of games to play still. There's also a couple games in 2024 that I'm looking forward to, and I'm gonna be playing those, and also just want them to do whatever they need to do to avoid like a cyberpunk situation where it was buggy at the start and it took years, or not years, but it took a long time for cyberpunk to come around, which has kind of made an incredible comeback of a game, which I still have in plastic that I'm gonna play. Like it's over. Like I'm gonna play it and stream that too. So I'm excited to actually do so.
I wanted to get on cyberpunk. I had it when it first came out, and everybody was talking about bugs, and I was like, bro, it doesn't. I didn't have any bugs.
Okay.
My issue, not really an issue, but my disappointment with cyberpunk was that I can't play with you. Like I can't play with my boys. Like.
Can you still not do that? Because I feel like they've added a ton of stuff to it.
Yeah, but not multiplayer. It's just like a straightforward. Because
I know they added like a whole other game to it. Import your old GTA character.
I don't have GTA Online, but do you know how great that would be for people?
That'd be kind of crazy.
Like my man's Rico. Shout out to my boy Rico. He is a GTA fiend. Dre also. I know Dre be on GTA. Like they go crazy with the cheat code. They got the unlimited ammo or like the maxed out ammo and shit like that. So if you could do that, that would be crazy. And no online in Cyberpunk. I really wish they would have gave us that. Side note though, I do feel like some games don't need an online. Like Ghost of Tsushima, I didn't feel like
I didn't think it needed it either.
It didn't need an online.
I want to play that story mode, and that's it.
That's it. You know what I mean? So now I did hear that Sucker Punch was like pressured into doing an online thing though. So
that makes sense.
It happens. But yeah, that's kind of like where we at with GTA, man. Like I'm just excited.
That's gonna be an exciting game. Can't wait for more trailers and more things to roll out with that.
Facts.
Leak culture, they gonna leak a lot of information about it, so that's what we'll get to that later. But man, I want to talk about 2025 in general because that is shaping up to be a crazy year. I saw Matt Ramos tweeted like some 2025 so far, like GTA coming out, Superman Legacy, the Batman Part 2. So like the DCU is starting to ramp up in 2025. You have some big like MCU hits, Fantastic Four. You have Blade. You have Captain America 4.
Because all of that got pushed back, right?
And Thunderbolts. Those are 4 huge ones from the MCU all in one year.
And they'll probably do the way that MCU usually is. They'll do like winter in the beginning of the year, spring, fall, winter again. You know what I mean? Like,
you have, which we don't know yet the date on this, but Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse may be 2025.
Yeah, they
could push it back more, but but that may be 2025. We have Avatar 3.
I forgot about that. Oh my, crazy, the second Avatar was great.
Yeah. I think Daredevil Born Again going to be 2025.
I don't know if they announced it. Well, I know they're doing like reshoots, so possibly, yeah.
And then here's one that I think a lot of people have kind of not forgot, but like the Wolverine game, bro, 2025.
Did they announce that it was officially 2025?
It was 2024 at the end of 2024, and it got pushed back to 2025. Apparently,
bad.
So like,
take your time with it,
bro. So here's my question to you: what if those games come out around the same time? like Grand Theft Auto and Wolverine.
I'm playing Wolverine first.
You're playing Wolverine first.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm playing Wolverine first. It'll probably be a faster game.
It'll probably be a
fast,
fast game. But my question is like, I wonder about like just from the studio or developers, gamers perspective.
Yeah.
You just now figured out that GTA 6 is dropping in 2025.
How do you react?
What do you do? If you plan to drop a game around 2025, what do you do?
I feel like, so we talked about like what I would expect from a Wolverine game.
Yeah.
Like, I think you have these games nowadays, based off of what GTA said, they said 70% of the map is interactive. Like, you can go into 70% of these buildings.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man 2, I don't care about going into buildings. I don't. I'm swinging through the city.
Yeah.
But I think now, like, to answer your question, you kind of have to do that stuff. You kind of have to start making these games and these platformers and stuff more in-depth.
Yeah.
Because for me, like in a Wolverine game, if I'm running around and I got my claws out and I want to chop this tree down, I want to chop that tree down.
Okay.
And so I think like things like that, like the details, the in-depth of these games, like because the power is there in these systems. That's what I think.
Because that would be something you'd be able to do in Grand Theft Auto.
What?
If you wanted to chop a damn tree down, you can do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
you want to blow up a car? I'm blowing that car up. Let's shoot up this hospital? No.
Yeah. No, for real. But like, and not even just Wolverine. Like, there's some games that haven't been talked about yet or confirmed at all. That if you're just thinking about timing, like a Ghost of Tsushima 2, that could be something that's set for 2025 or like whatever game. Like, say there's a Nintendo game coming out, like
another Pokemon,
or something like that.
Where do you go?
Do you try to? I mean, you're not going to compete with GTA.
Not at all. Not at all.
So like, do you try to like do it around the same time, or try to do the opposite end of the year, or like?
Yeah.
It's just so many. I'm curious to see how that shakes out and like what people do with their games.
I will say, like, I think you hit it on the money because like just the poster for the trailer, people were copying that. Like Halo copied that. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I seen that like the NBA.
The NBA. Like, so like GTA is impactful.
Huge.
And it's crazy because like you said, I never really was aware at how big this is. Like,
bro. No,
I know people
like I knew it was big, but like, dude.
Like this? Like, I didn't think it was an impact to the gaming industry, and now I'm looking at it like, I'm looking at GTA in a whole different light now. Like,
it's like life for some people. Yeah. Like literally life for some people.
Like, you got some people that only play like 2K and stuff like that. Like, GTA is all they know.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, man. But yeah, I wanted to move on because we got, I want to jump into, let me see. They don't even mention Andor Season 2 apparently got pushed back to 2025.
Oh, I didn't even know about I thought that was...
Apparently it got pushed back. But yeah.
Okay.
But I did want to talk about 2024 real quick too, because we have looks like the Spider-Man. Is it the Noir?
Spider-Man joint from
live
Amazon.
Action? Yeah, apparently that's a go. But I want to also talk about some of like the MCU stuff too.
Bet.
In 2024, I want to talk about the Deadpool thing. Because we have Deadpool the movie.
Yep.
We have Agatha is coming out.
Yep.
We have, I think, is it Marvel Zombies?
That's official. Like officially.
Or which one's coming out? There's a cartoon next year. Is it 97?
Well, I know What If is this year.
What If is this year? Is it X-Men 97 next year?
I think it's X-Men.
X-Men 97, and then
you might be right. It might be Marvel Zombies also, like in this like summer or fall time. I think you're right.
And Echo.
Echo's January.
And that's all we're getting from the MCU this next year. And like, and
Echo,
I'm cool with
Marvel
that.
Zombies, Agatha, and Deadpool.
Yeah.
And and whatchamacallit got pushed back too. Ironheart.
Yeah.
Did it get pushed back or removed?
I think it got pushed
back. Okay.
So, one movie and 3 or 4 shows.
Yeah.
And 2 of them would be cartoon. One is going to be all in one. They're dropping it all at once. So it's kind of a different look for the MCU this year.
Yeah.
One movie. And I think a lot of people are cool with it. I think the MCU is cool with it. They're confident. What I'm hearing is that they're confident in this Deadpool movie.
I also agree because I feel like this isn't the first time they've done that. Like when we had the year gap from Infinity War to Endgame, we only had one movie, Captain Marvel. That was the placeholder.
Yeah.
Remember Infinity War came out and then her movie came out like that February, and then we had to wait a whole another year for Endgame. So like I'm on board with you. Like I'm not opposed to it.
I'm not sure, especially knowing what we're getting in 2025. We're getting a ton. So a little break and just one kind of a banger of a movie.
Yep.
Hopefully that goes well. So I wanted to talk about Deadpool because it's getting a lot of leaks going on with Deadpool. I'm trying to stay away from them now, but I did see one thing from Alex Perez. Shout out Alex Perez from Cosmic Circus. I saw he retweeted something that somebody said that they feel like it's going to be just like a lot of fan service, and he retweeted that, which means to me that's what this movie might be.
A bunch of fan
service. A lot of fan service. So I'm a little concerned. Like I have a little bit of like concerns here. Hopefully that's not all the MCU is relying on in this movie.
Do you feel, side note or side question? Do you feel like that's what the MCU has relied on a lot though? Lately?
Well, no. I feel like they've been trying to do these character development shows and stuff like that. But you know, the reception to that isn't like the most positive thing. So I don't want them to be like, okay, so that's not working. Let's dive all into this like fan service stuff. And I don't know. And knowing what we do know from Deadpool, it's going to be a big like, it's going to get us somewhere in this multiversal saga. Like it's going to get us from here to here. So I guess my question is like, how much storytelling is going to be involved in this movie?
So
that's what I'm scared of.
I give you a devil's advocate or rebuttal or whatever. I don't know what the word I'm trying to find is here, but look at No Way Home.
See, but that's my thing for that is I enjoyed that story.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's what. So even we talked about this. Like I still love No Way Home, but once I watch it a couple times after, like when I watch it now, I'm like the fan in me, the fan service in me is gone. Okay. So for me, it's like, when is that going to happen with Deadpool 3? Like when I watch it the first time, I'm like, fucking Hugh Jackman in the blue suit. Oh, they brought back Halle Berry as Storm. Oh, they brought back what's his name as Cyclops. Like, but then when I see it a second, third, fourth time, and am I going to be like, just that reveal, like when because they always do that reveal when when Toby walked through or Andrew walked through the portal, like, and everybody going crazy, Endgame, Cap picking up the hammer. Like once I see that again, am I gonna still feel the same?
Is it going to feel the same? And does the story that
line up with it?
Is it going to hold up?
So that's why I said I want to piggyback off of No Way Home. Like I think No Way Home does a great job at the story of Peter Parker, 616 Tom Holland.
Exactly.
But it is a lot of fan service in there. But I think No Way Home does a good balance. But again, my hope is like you just said, the story is so good enough that once you watch it a second, third, fourth time, you don't care about the fan service. You're just there for the story. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And, they probably will be able to get away with it just being a fan servicey type movie. They might be able to get away with it, but like, I think this is where I bring in the leaks. Because if it's not, to me, No Way Home holds up. I didn't mind being leaked with No Way Home because I still enjoyed the Spider-Man story of it. Yeah. But I'm attached to Spider-Man. I'm not as attached to Deadpool as I am to Spider-Man. That's fair.
What about Wolverine?
Wolverine, not as much as Spider-Man, but like I like Wolverine a lot too. Though. Okay. But like I guess my whole thing is, this is why I'm trying to avoid leaks for this movie, because I don't want to know the whole movie going into it, and then like that was all that they were trying to depend on, is the shock value. Okay. Because then it's taken away from me, and I didn't enjoy the story, or there wasn't like much story that was there like how I like Spider-Man Way Home. I guess that's what I'm scared of, because I just want. I'm literally like I'm shutting off a lot of like leaks now.
Me too.
Especially for this movie, because I want to have that shock value for this movie.
Yeah.
I want that for this movie.
Honestly, it's a part of me really wish they wouldn't have told us Hugh Jackman was in this joint. Like, I mean, I guess you kind of had to, because the marketing is like the 3 claws through the Deadpool thing and stuff. So I get it, but like a part of me was like, I didn't even need to know that. Yeah. Show me him in the suit for the first time
Yeah.
in the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But again, we got it, and we're all that gave us the hype that we want. Like, you know. So I agree. Like the leaks that we talked about it. Like the leaks that we've seen, and it kind of bothered me. Like the Sabretooth thing.
Yeah.
Like they're bringing back Sabretooth from the original X-Men movies. I would have loved to just see that. Like, I didn't want to get that leak.
That was the last leak for me. That was like for me. I'm done.
You didn't see it?
No, I watched it. I saw it.
The Fantastic.
Well, I saw it. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So the other one that really ruined it for me, like the Sabretooth thing was like medium-ish, maybe medium to high. This next one though, that Fantastic car leak that dropped I think today or yesterday, that kind of hurt because it's like, bro, it's literally the Fantastic Four's car. Like, how is that even a thing in this movie? So is like Deadpool gonna be a setup towards?
Yeah, I don't know.
Fantastic Four.
I'm done. I told you, I'm done with Deadpool leaks. Deadpool leaks. I've made it a point for like I'm not doing any more of that.
Yeah, it hurts, and it's not. We talked about this on other TAT episodes. Like, and Dennis made it like a really good way of saying it too. We're really close, like as viewers, content creators, whatever. We're way too close to these productions on these films, like or projects, and it's kind of like we talked about it on that one of those. I think it was our like 2 TAT episodes ago, like that. But we, as fans, also need to realize that too. Like we're all journalists, or we're all like scoopers, or we're all like, you know what I'm saying, content creators, reviewers, whatever. And so now it's like we love this stuff so much, but being so close to it is starting to ruin that. Like when you're watching it, that like that first value of it. So I'm with you. Like I don't want to see any more leaks, and I hope that like more creators understand that, or scoopers or whatever. And I really liked what Ryan Reynolds said was it today?
Yeah, he said something today. Hold on, I got it right here. You pull that on up. So he released a statement.
Yeah.
Basically says surprises are part of the magic of theatrical movies. It's important for us to shoot the new Deadpool film in real natural environments using practical effects, which people are going to love.
Facts.
As opposed to making the movie indoors and digitally. Telephoto lenses continue to spoil surprises and create a difficult situation for everyone. Here's hoping some of the websites and social channels hold back in showing images before they're ready. The film is built for audience joy, and our highest hope is to preserve as much of that magic as possible for the finished film and the big screen. Part of the reason people post spoilers is because they're excited. I realize these aren't real world issues, and it's firmly in the good problems bucket. I love making this movie. Love it. Yeah, that's a good little message there.
Yeah, and Ryan, I mean, we all know Ryan Reynolds. Like he's a goofball. Like he doesn't take anything serious.
Right. But he's
taking this. Like he's showing you like, hey, like don't ruin this for not just us as the creators, but for yourselves.
Right.
And that's beautiful. Like I think he worded it the best way.
It was great. Thing is though, like again, this movie is going to be out online before this movie comes out. It's just what it is, and it's unfortunate. And there's a lot of people that's going to be a part of that. A lot of content creators that are going to be a part of that. They're going to make their videos and stuff like that. And I guess I'm curious is how it's going to be received by them when they come out. Like if it's going to disappoint them even a little bit. I think we need to look ourselves in the mirror.
Yes.
Like if you guys come out of Deadpool and you guys aren't satisfied with it, I think that's on you guys.
Yeah.
I think that's on us because like I don't want to say you guys, but that's on everybody in this leak, kind of culture. Like we probably just messed up the whole movie as it was intended for us to watch. It's probably intended for us to have that shock value.
Yep.
And like I'm saying, it may rely on that a little bit.
That's kind of, I mean, like even with their show, like the MCU shows, that's why they drop them weekly, like for us to have these conversations, for us to like theorize and debate, and then the next episode it's another random shock value, and it's like, oh shit, we were all wrong. Like you know what I mean? Like so, like you said, these films are built on that. Why take that away from us?
Yeah, I've been seeing what was I about to say? I've been saying that we need a community that is not against leakers, but a community that calls out leakers.
Or holding them accountable.
Holding them accountable, like whenever they
I'm with that.
get things wrong. Because a lot of them would be spewing out like bullcrap now, especially these days. Like I was saying before we even went on, like I trust literally 2 leakers. That's it. Others I kind of just like are brush aside. But
now, and it's funny because nowadays you'll even see like they'll put out like a scoop or a leak, and then boom, it'll have a community note like this person has been wrong multiple times. Like I was like, oh, that's crazy. Like. So I agree, like just trying to stay away from like the leakers and scoopers. I maybe that's fun for them in that position. Because you're knowing early and but
I get it. Like I get that. But again, and I'm guilty because I was in it for Spider-Man No Way Home. I had the whole movie spoiled. Like I was there and I was okay. Like again, like I was okay afterwards because I enjoyed the Spider-Man movie. And not all movies are gonna be like that for me though. So that's why, especially with this one, I'm cautious with this. I want to, especially if it's gonna be the only MCU film of the year. Like I want to enjoy this one. So,
facts.
That's just like my thoughts on Deadpool. You have anything else to say about Deadpool?
Nah, man. Just we really want to enjoy it and see my man's Hugh Jackman in that yellow and blue finally. Facts.
I want to talk about Spider-Man. I asked you this question earlier, but I'm gonna set it up. All right. Since we were talking about Spider-Man, I know things came out with Tom Holland. He was basically saying like, he needs Spider-Man 4 to be good for him to come back. Well, he's gonna come back. There's no if. There's no if.
He wants to come back. With a good story.
It needs to be meaningful for him.
Yeah. He's very protective of the characters, what he said.
Basically. So I'm sure he's going to have a good amount of input of what happens. So if you watch Spider-Man No Way Home, you know how it ends. It ends with the perfect like ending of like he's now, kind of a fresh Spider-Man, the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Everybody loves that. And it seems like Spider-Man 4, the MCU wants it to be grounded.
Yes.
A street level type of Spider-Man film. That doesn't mean small, but like just street level.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean like it has to be just like a small street villain. Like it can be some things going on, but just street level type of film. Now, there's a lot of things going on with the Spider-Man character, the Spider-Man lore right now.
My man Ty was goody, bro.
What's up?
Appreciate you for tuning in. I got my man Dennis here with me from TAT, the alternate timeline, bro. We are here. I'm here in Cincinnati, so we doing we finished the comic book chat. Now we're doing our TAT episode, which will be up on our I'll be also on our YouTube too, man. My guy runs everything with the YouTube, so he got it on lock. Yes, sir. Appreciate you for even tuning in, bro. Yeah. We talking about he was just talking about No Way Home. So
little Spider-Man stuff. So we know the whole Tom Holland situation. We know Spider-Man 4, the MCU wants it to be street level. We know what Sony is doing. It's kind of a mess a little bit. I think a lot of people are like, what are they doing? Madam Web, Venom, all that kind of stuff. Right. Just know that Venom left a bunch of his, symbiotes in at the end of No Way Home. So in the 616, you have the animated Spider-Verse. You have that, which a lot of people have speculated may, kind of connect or bridge to a live action. You have the Gamerverse, which you've already given your whole thing about the Gamerverse, what they might do. You have the Silk thing that's coming. You have the Spider-Man Noir thing coming out, which they've already said is going to be separate. It's going to be their own thing.
Oh no! What they did say that?
Yeah, they said it's going to be their own thing. But
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I guess my question to Jam is, what would you do if you were in control of Spider-Man, all of it?
Okay.
What would you do with all this Spider-Man?
How
would you do it?
Is it from where we're at right now?
From where we're at right now, because they've already made their differences, and I said to you before, I think that eventually the MCU is going to butt heads, even if they haven't already. The MCU is going to butt heads with Sony. I think they want two different things for Spider-Man, especially Spider-Man 4. Sony has their whole multiversal thing that they're trying to do, especially with Madam Web coming out.
Yeah.
And then the MCU, I feel like wants Spider-Man 4 to be street level.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a clash in itself.
Oh, Thor was good, bro.
Thor was
hey,
good.
what's goody, bro? I'm
What's
here.
good,
You
what's
see,
good?
I'm here out here in Cincinnati. I can't. I'm here for work, but I definitely had to pull up on my.
Yeah.
Bro. We doing a TAT episode, man. Live, our first live one, bro. We talking about Spider-Man. So
Yeah.
to answer your question, because I know you asked me earlier, I've been trying to think about it for like the past 2 hours.
What
now.
would you do with all that Spider-Man, bro?
Oh, Thor said he said Sony gonna do anything to keep
Yeah,
those rights.
yeah,
I said that. I said
yeah.
I was like, bro, like I really wish Marvel wasn't going bankrupt in the 90s, so they could have kept the world's greatest superhero, like the most popular superhero. It sucks. But to answer your question, bro, like I'm still kind of trying to figure it out. I think so. Let me ask you this, like to answer.
Yeah.
Does that include like movies that are coming out too? Like I have to add, like figure out what to do with the Reigns, with like a Madam Web or the Craven, all of that too.
You don't have to figure it out, but like I guess.
How would I streamline it?
Yeah, I think that's going to be their biggest problem is how are you going to streamline Spider-Man. Tom Holland feels like he's in the middle of everything. It's like he's probably looking at Sony like I haven't been in any of these damn projects, but it's my world and my shit. Like what am I doing? What are we doing over here? And he's looking at the MCU like, okay, we got something here. We want to do a Street Spider-Man, but then there's also Secret Wars, which is not going to be Street level. So the timing of Spider-Man 4 is like going to be interesting in itself if they're going to do something Street. And we know that Spider-Man's going to be a player in these, this saga.
The only thing I could really see them doing, so we kind of talked about this in the chat, or was it the Wakanda chat, or was it through TAT?
It might have been the Wakanda chat.
Yeah, though I agree with that. The all flash, no substance. I think for me, this is like kind of like a big reach, but I would have loved to see them do like the Inheritors. Like the Inheritors with maybe like Madam Web or something like that. Because she's technically supposed to be like the multiverse thing, all of that good stuff. So I think the only way I would do Spider-Man right now. So for MCU, I'll break it down for like kind of both. So for the MCU, I would give us that Fox animated cartoon with him and Daredevil teaming up to take on Kingpin. It's street level. And I think
for Spider-Man 4.
Yeah, I
agree with that.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Sony and Marvel Studios deal, like with Spider-Man. I think that a MCU hero always has to appear, or an MCU character always has to appear in a Spider-Man movie. Always. That's why in Homecoming it was Tony Stark, and Far From Home it was Nick Fury. I
didn't realize that.
No Way Home, it was strange. So if I remember correctly, I believe like all of the MCU or one MCU for like with the partnership, they have to appear.
Yeah.
So Thor said it's true. So what I would do is make a street level story with Spider-Man.
Okay.
Right. Put Daredevil in it, but you start the symbiote arc with it.
Oof.
I don't want to confuse anybody. Like I don't want to combine two stories. What I mean by that is I've seen a post, I think it was like I already talked about it earlier, but I seen something on Twitter where somebody was like, we haven't had a really long arc for the black suit Spider-Man. It's always a one movie, or it's like in the Insomniac game, it was spread out a little bit, but it's still very short.
Yeah.
I think to see it over a 3 trilogy movie, like showcase how it impacts him. So like in the Spider-Man 4, it's very grounded, and then maybe at the end of the movie, he gets the suit. In Spider-Man 5, he
Steve Jobs.
everybody calls me. They said I'm like a Steve Jobs. Yeah. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Hold on. Before I get into my spiel, hold on. He said nothing necessarily wrong with that, but like, why the fuck actually happened in those? Bro.
Yeah, man.
I've been saying, how do you even have Venom without Spidey? Like, I could go crazy about that, Thor. And I also hate that Venom is not always tied to Eddie Brock. Like we talked about that. I said that in the chat on your comment on the YouTube. But you also said Spidey still has to be a team up movie similar to and then why Hulk was in Thor and okay. So I don't think that for the Hulk. I think they got the rights back to the Hulk now, though. I
think so now. I think now they do.
And from Universal.
Yeah.
But so for Spider-Man 4, I would, ground level or street level, Daredevil. Maybe setting up, or like, I don't think Kingpin should be taken down in that movie though.
Okay.
Maybe I think Kingpin should be kind of around for a while.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Right?
Kingpin
So like,
should be around for a minute.
I feel like maybe Spider-Man 4, the main villain is like the overarching villain is Kingpin, right? But the villain that Spider-Man fights is Scorpion. Have like J. Jonah Jameson, because in No Way Home we see J. Jonah Jameson, he hates Spider-Man, all of this stuff.
Yeah.
Have him have that comic accuracy, right? Or like the cartoon back in the day where he creates Scorpion, right? Scorpion could be the bad guy because they have to do something with Scorpion, bro. He was in Homecoming. Like, where is bro at?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So ground level, focus on the real like work, like the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Spider-Man meets Daredevil. Daredevil talks to him about dealing with Kingpin. That sets up for future stuff like maybe Born Again or, well, I guess Born Again will be coming out before Spider-Man. So that sets up maybe for future stuff for Kingpin and Daredevil, whatever the case may be, right? But the main overarching thing is Spider-Man as a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man and a villain comes at Scorpion. That's how I look at it. And end the movie with Black Suit, right? The 5th movie, he's in the black suit.
Yeah.
And it starts at like towards the 2nd act, 3rd act, starts to change him, right? Yo, even the Shocker. We got the Shocker in Homecoming, but like, you know what I mean? Like
Some.
Give me Tilt Man. Jalen wants, what is it? Big Wheel. He wants the Big Wheel villain. I forget bro's name. But yeah, he wants the Big Wheel, the Ferris wheel dude. I forget. But
that was funny.
That was funny. He always is going for that too. Yeah, so I would say like start like end the movie like that. Spider-Man 5, the Dark Symbiote arc. It starts changing him. It starts, you know what I'm saying, making him do like act different, whatever the case may be. But that's the whole movie. It doesn't end with him taking it off. I think that should be the 6th movie. Him taking it off and like dealing with like, I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead, but I'm just thinking about the arc.
Yeah.
When it comes to the the continuity between Sony and the MCU, Spot was your guy until Spider-Verse used him.
Yeah.
Spot was cool. You know, actually a villain I really wanted to see that I was mad that they kind of watered him down, no pun intended, in Far From Home, Hydro Man. I really wanted to see Hydro Man. And they made him a elemental. Like, I was like, oh, come on, bro. Don't do me like this. Like, but I don't have the whole Spider-Man trilogy panned out, you know what I mean? But I'm thinking it should be a dark Spider-Man arc. And at least the first movie should be very grounded. As far as the cohesiveness with the Sony universe, I'm going to be honest with you. The only answer I have is Madam Web. Yeah. Like, because I get, like, Beyond the Spider-Verse can take it live action. But to me, that's just through Miles.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things they're trying to connect, I feel like. Because we've heard that they're already kind of, like, in thinking of
a Miles Morales.
Action Miles Morales. And it's like, we've heard Tom Holland also say, I want Miles to come here too. Yeah. Like, he wants him sooner rather than later. So, like, you know, I think the trilogy thing, like, because when are you going to bring Miles in? You know what I'm saying? Because he's got to come in through some of this too.
So back to my spiel that I put in that Wakandan chat, we did a high school Peter Parker.
Yeah.
The next trilogy is college Peter Parker and the Black Symbiote.
Yeah.
And then the final trilogy is adult Peter Parker. But you incorporate Miles in those movies. So the first movie, you get like maybe the introduction to Miles.
Yeah.
Then the second, so this will be like the 7th movie, right? The 7th movie, you get the introduction to Miles. And he's like a supporting character.
Hold on, the 7th movie, this is the
3rd trilogy now.
Yeah.
So
we're right now, the Spider-Man 4
is the 2nd trilogy.
Okay.
So 4, 5, and 6 is like that
6.
grounded, dark, black suit Spider-Man.
Do you feel like you're gonna wait till 7 to do Miles?
Yes.
I feel like they're gonna do it before that.
I think to tell a great Spider-Man story, like Kevin Feige is so focused on these character-driven stories, I think we can't have a college Spider-Man with a high school Miles. So it needs to be an adult adult Peter. So for me, I think Spider-Man 7 should be the introduction of Miles as like a supporting character, right? Mm-hmm. Spider-Man 8, they are just like how Spider-Verse 1 was. They are co-leads. And then Spider-Man 9, Peter is the supporting character and Miles is the lead. Mm-hmm. It's Miles' movie. You think introduce him while Peter is in college? I think he has to be in the later years of college, if anything, though. Because when in comics, technically Peter was an adult. You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah, for sure. I think they're gonna change. I think they're gonna.
I like that. I'm cool with that. Make him a cameo in 6, like the shock value we were just talking about. Make him a cameo in 6. In 7, give him the powers, but he's still a supporting character. I feel like in 7 he should be a supporting character, learning maybe. Yeah. Right. Then in 8 he's the co-lead. Yes, I agree. 8 co-lead. 9 he's the main Spider-Man. That ends the trilogy. That ends 3 trilogies for Spider-Man, and you're done. That's it.
Yeah. So I think from the MCU standpoint,
it works.
That makes sense.
From Sony,
that I think that messes all of their shit up because they want to do a Sinister Six movie. They want to do a Sinister. That's what the hell they're setting up in the back.
We just had that.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't, but like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like.
They're trying to do a Sinister Six whole damn movie, and then like I think that they want to get Miles in there quicker.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Especially if they like
Miles is the Spider-Man. Me and Thor were talking about it when I was doing on Fortnite the other night. Oh, I wish he was in there, bro.
I think go ahead.
We had like a real discussion because like some of the guys on my Twitch, they was like they don't like Miles as much as Peter, and I was just like, bro, Miles is like right now in every facet, objectively the better Spider-Man. In comics, in video games, in the movies. No Way Home, I mean, live action Tom Holland is great, but like Miles' movies are the best comic book movies, like for like some of the best comic book movies. My biggest fear is Sony takes it and tries to make Miles their live action Spider-Man. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking too. And that kind of worries me because why do the Sinister Six with Miles? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't see how they even have this connection to Miles in that sense. You know what I mean? Like we talked about the other day, Thor. The best thing about Miles is him dealing with Peter's villains, but in a different light. Mm-hmm. Like, him and Rhino are low-key cool. Not like buddy best friends, but like they have a rapport. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Things like that I feel like are important for Miles' character to show how he interacts with Peter's villains opposed to how Peter interacts with his villains. So, I don't really know. Like, when it comes to Miles, I don't know how you put him in the Sony universe, and I don't...
And then there's a whole thing of timing, because then because if you're going to drag out the trilogies, the college trilogy and then adult trilogy, all these movies are probably coming out after Secret Wars. I feel like they're going to use Secret Wars to bring
Miles in, or the Sony universe in.
Either something. They're going to use Secret Wars to do something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Either Miles or the Sony universe or whatever. So it's just like the timing.
I'm gonna be honest with
hard.
You. Have you ever read Spider-Verse? The comic?
Read it? No.
So, what I wanted from the Spider-Verse movies isn't what we got. When I first seen the trailers, right? When I first seen the trailer, I literally was like, oh, they're gonna use Miles as like the first Spider-Man, but it's gonna bring the Inheritors and all that stuff. That ain't what we got. And I'm grateful that we didn't get that. I'll be honest with you, because Into the Spider-Verse, I think, is one of the best Spider-Man origins, if not the best Spider-Man origin.
It's great.
Then continuing on with Across the Spider-Verse, it's phenomenal, right? But I think like I was telling you earlier, the only thing I can really think of is the connectivity between the two is Madam Web.
Yeah.
And that's a big reach.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna do that, but I just do it like the comments and bring Miles into the MCU 616. Like, go away. You cooked. You just cooked.
Yeah, I think that's what they
use. Beyond This only survived of Sony Spider-Verse. They won't have it, but I can dream. I mean, yeah, it just sucks, bro. Like, because how can you for those Sony characters, like Kraven is Quicksilver.
Yeah. How
do we connect the two?
Yeah, I think the MCU would like your idea. I think Sony wouldn't, and I think that from two different angles. I think they want to do something bridging that Spider-Verse animated stuff to live action, and I think they want to do something with their multiversal Sony verse that they got going on.
Yeah,
and it's gonna be. I think they want to do that before all of that. I think the MCU might want to drag it out like that, like you.
Well, I remember when Spider-Man 3 was coming out, and the whole hope before that, like they lost the rights to Spider-Man. The whole hope was to do a high school, college, and adult arcs. So
that would be lovely.
Bro, we've never really got to see that.
And then the other part here is, what does Tom Holland want?
Yeah.
'Cause he's a odd, not I don't want to say oddball, but like he's one that's like
Sometimes he's just ready to walk away.
yeah, like he wants different things too.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like
He's kind of like, I don't know, like he wants to do it if it makes sense.
if it makes sense. But a lot of people saying it's just an act so he can get more money in this contract.
I mean, I ain't mad at
I ain't mad at that either. He's saying shit like, I'll walk away.
I mean, at the end of the day, he has the power.
He got the yeah.
He fulfilled his contract.
You need him, bro.
He fulfilled it. To me, Spider-Verse is their cash cow, and they know it. They are gonna put everything in my aisles and just keep putting out absolute shit like Mobius to keep the rights while they do. Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah.
And I just don't know how they I got you. I just don't know how they bridge this gap.
Yeah. I don't know how they streamline it.
That's and again, like the Inheritors thing was like my only idea, but like I don't know, man. Like that's if I had the reins, that's what I would do though. I would like I guess it's really about if I was in charge of Marvel or if I was in charge of Sony. So
right, it is. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I was in charge of Sony, I'm scrapping everything. I'm doing what
easier said than done.
No, what you mean? But I'm doing what DC did. Canceling Batgirl, canceling the Acme or whatever Warner Brothers is doing. I'm canceling everything. Tax write-offs. I don't give a fuck. You think it's I'm so serious. Like I just don't bro, the Sony universe, when they first made Venom, and don't get me wrong, I went into this here. I'll never forget it. In what was it? Venom came out in 2018 or 2019, something like that. Yeah. I went into Midtown Comics in New York, right? Buying it, and I was so mad. I was talking to dude about like the Venom movie, and I'm like, bro, yeah. He said Scotch and Burn, baby, fat, bro. I went into Milestone Comics, and I'm talking to the comic book dude, like one of the shop guys in there, one of the guys, and he's like, I'm telling him how I didn't like Venom, like. And my reasons why, because I need the Spidey connection. Bro, don't even got this the.
I mean, at least make it rated R too,
bro. Something, bro, right? And so I'm telling him about that, and he's like, "Did you smile when you left the movie? Did you laugh during the movie?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You liked the movie," and I was like, "Damn, he's not wrong." Yeah. I did actually like Venom. Like it's fun. It's a fun movie. It's what I'm saying, it's cool. Not too much on the Let There Be Carnage.
You don't like what Sony's doing with
I just don't like what Sony is doing with this character or these Spider-Man characters. Morbius gets so much like it's the worst rated movie ever, things like that. Like I watched the movie. I went to the theaters to see it. It wasn't terrible, bruh. It's terrible. But it's not like oh my bird bro. There's just nothing really there. Venom is good, Hardy was great, but there's just no, thank you. It's no substance. Same thing with Morbius. It's like, I just don't know what their ideology is. I get it, trying to keep the rights to Spider-Man, like the film rights. Okay, cool. That's the whole reason you made the partnership with Marvel Studios, though. You don't need to put out a Craven movie, a Venom movie, a Morbius movie. Like, you have your Spider-Man movies coming out with the partnership in the world he's in. My biggest hope was that, not that Sony, I know I joked about it earlier, but like Sony sell the rights to Marvel again, but like that's never going to happen. But my hope was that they're like, all right, you know what? This is what the fans want. This is also what will make us more money. And on top of that, this is what makes the most sense. Let's just continue this partnership for all of it. That's the most realistic thing. Problem is, like Thor said, Sony's not going to do that. They're money hungry. They want everything to themselves. And they keep putting out these terrible movies that nobody's going to see. And I don't understand why. So if it was me, if I was in Sony, I'm scrapping the whole thing. The whole thing. That's my answer.
I foresee a lot of headbutting with the Spider-Man IP.
I agree.
I see a lot of headbutting.
And it's going to be like, I feel like Kevin Feige is really like, I won't touch it ever again.
Yeah.
I feel like Kevin Feige will really be like, bro, we had No Way Home. It could end like that. I'm good. We don't never need to bring Spider-Man back. Just like that.
What you gonna do?
Like what's so? Yeah, exactly. Sony, like now what you want to do? Because it's really what Kevin Feige says at the end of the day. You have the rights to the film rights to this character, but you want him in my universe.
Right.
You gonna do what I say? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you for tuning in, though. We over here talking about like comic books and stuff like that, and right now we're in the MCU Sony debate.
Yeah, we're having a whole Spider-Man discussion because I'm just so confused on what. I feel like there's three things: there's what MCU wants, there's what Sony wants,
and then Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
I think Tom Holland and the MCU are like this.
Yeah.
Tom just capping. You don't think he's done? Basically.
Oh no, I don't think he's done. Yeah, they're gonna put that money in front of him. He's gonna be.
Yeah, I don't think he's done either. I think he loves playing Spider-Man.
I think he's going to want a lot of input.
I'm with that.
I think, and I'm cool with that too.
He cares like we care. He cares like we care. He's a fan. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
he cares. He's gonna want a lot of input, and I don't know if that's good for Sony.
I'll be honest with y'all. If I was Sony, if I wanted to keep this ship going, like you said, Thor, I would finish off Amazing Spider-Man 3. Maybe that
was my next question.
Maybe have like Toby or Andrew be the one that mentors Miles, and they got like literally kill Andrew or kill Toby. I don't think you should kill Toby. Everybody would cry. Like I really like no lie. Toby's the one that needs the happy ending. Yeah, I think Toby's the one that because they've been talking about it for Secret Wars. Like Tobey Maguire and Hugh Jackman are going to be the main. Who knows if that's really real or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I really feel like Toby is the one that we need to preserve. That's like the first Spider-Man we ever had live action. Well, besides the Japanese Spider-Man, but from the '60s, I think it was.
Spider-Man.
Yo, that show is fire, by the way. Like, but Toby's the one like most of us grew up with. Andrew is the one we grew to love, right? Yeah. But like, because everybody hated him at first, but that was because they weren't ready to move on from Toby. Yeah. But now we've grown to love him. But he's the one that I feel like can have that compelling arc, close off his saga, and you kill him off.
Yeah. Again, this goes
introduce Miles.
To me, this goes back to what Tom Holland wants. Because I think he wants to be the one that
to bring Miles in.
Yeah, because he said
he did say that. And you hurt me. We always talk about this, Thor. You hurt my feelings that you don't love Toby. Okay, you kills me with this. You kills me. Spider-Man 2 is still the best Spider-Man. I mean, still the best superhero movie all time.
Oh wow.
Me and Thor got into a debate about it. So he's trying to. I think he said he's going to schedule out a block for like all of us, like TAT and Listen 3000 to like talk about it because he. Hot take. I don't think. Personally, I know it's one of the great movies, but I think it's overhyped. Winter Soldier.
Okay.
Yeah, so he wants to talk to me about that. He wants to. We go on debate, but yes, okay. I still feel like Spider-Man 2. And again, that might be just my bias, bro. I grew up with it. It's my like. But me and Jalen were talking about. You heard, Jalen was talking about it. Like, I really feel like that movie. It doesn't aid. Like, you turn that joint on right now, and it stands the test of time. But I do agree with you that they didn't end the trilogy off right. He said he was 5 when that movie. You were 5? How old was I? I'm older than you. Yeah. You got me feeling old, Thor. Like you dead ass got me feeling old, bro.
When that movie come out?
The first Spider-Man movie came out in 2001, so I was 8. So I'm not that old. You don't make me feel that old. Like, my lie. I was like, hold on, because I just had to do the math, and I'm like, wait a minute, bro. You got me feeling. I know I'm getting up there, but damn. Yeah, I agree though. Like, damn, but you didn't like Toby in the suit.
You didn't like him in the suit.
I don't know if I even liked him as Peter, bro. I think the opposite for me. Like
he's 28 on the 15th.
Okay.
Happy early.
Facts. We'll talk to you before then for sure. Yeah. But definitely happy early birthday. I don't know though. I think that's kind of where I'm at with it. Is like Andrew is the one that I think they can be killed off. But like you said, Tom wants to be the one.
Tom wants to be the one that hands it over to Miles. Like so, it's just,
I would love Miles in the MCU, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like it would just be so
him and Kamala like on screen, bro. Like it needs to happen. Like it needs to happen. And she wants it too. I know bro. She all in Feige's ear about that.
She's like, hey yo, you better go after that.
You better get Miles over here.
You better go after that, bro. Like it hurts though, cause like we just talked about with Thor. Like Sony really wants to control everything. Like and.
It's gonna be a lot of button heads, man. I'm telling you, the Spider-Man IP is in trouble. I feel, not in trouble, but like
it's in a weird
it's in a weird place, man. 'Cause
Yeah.
they got things all over the place, and I think that's why they were trying to like do like Spider-Man Noir wants nothing to do with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to do their own thing. I think Silk wants nothing.
Why
to do with
not?
that.
Thor said live action Miles cannot be in the MCU. Why not? Is it the rights thing? I didn't even think about that. Wait, I'm confused.
Wait, cannot. He said cannot not be.
Oh, okay.
Cannot not be. There it is.
I will join the superhero movie hate if Sony takes it.
If Sony takes it,
Yeah.
there's gonna be some issues.
Yeah.
There's gonna be
Yeah.
Don't you bring Miles into that mess y'all got going on,
Bro,
man.
like, and to your point, oh no, I think you said it, Thor. Like, I feel like they might try to do that.
They might try to do that.
And
Oh yeah,
it's-
because why wouldn't they? Ooh.
But I like your idea, or like most like the internet's idea too, like using the Miles Morales, like the Spider-Verse movie, like Beyond the Spider-Verse, make that into the, like, bro, they literally did it. We've seen Donald Glover as the Prowler, bro. Like, and did it say from Earth 1999?
Yeah, and people were saying like that was their like test to see if how like the live action animated stuff would like.
I'm gonna be honest
be
with
at the
y'all.
same level.
I don't understand how people have not done this for years. We fucking had Space Jam, one of the best transitional
That's a
from live
great-
action to animation. How can they? This is what pisses me off. We're making comic book movies, and you can't do that. Come on, bro, use this. Well, think, Sony, think. Like think, Mark, think. No, think, Sony, think. Like, how can you? How mad y'all want to be if they introduce him in Madam Web? So listen.
Introduce
What
who?
I just told him.
Introduce who?
Miles.
Hell
What did
no,
I just told him that. I
Hell
said my biggest fear is that this is a reach,
Hell
but that they
no.
try to incorporate the multiverse in some way with Madam Web.
That's what Sony's trying to do. I'm telling you, they're trying to do their own multiversal thing,
I can't no more.
and the MCU's gonna be like done with theirs. I feel like whenever they're trying to be at the peak of theirs.
You think though? I mean, 2027 or 2028 is when they push back Secret Wars. It's far.
It is far.
We got, 5 years, bro. Sony can do a lot of nonsense. They can give us a lot of trash, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like, I don't know. You got it. You hit it on the money. I don't know. Like,
that's why I wanted to ask this question, because I was thinking about it. I'm like, damn, they got so many things all over the place. Like the Silk thing, the Spider-Man Noir thing. They want them to be their own things, though.
And that's trash. To me, like, the Spider-Man Noir thing could have easily been right off of Spider-Verse.
Right, I was right. Just take that scene
and make it live action, and you literally just tell that, like, a more grounded, rugged story, but it's live action.
Yeah.
Silk?
I think they're scared of it. I think they're scared to connect all these Spider-Man things because it's so all over the place. I'd be scared too if I was making a Spider character. I'd be like, I don't know where to put this motherfucker at. Like, what is he part of?
Yeah.
I think that's why Tom Holland, I'm sure, is confused as hell. Like, what am I even part of?
Well, no, he knows he's a part of the MCU.
He knows he's part of the MCU, but like,
but when he looks at
the Sony
he's
stuff, he's like, that's supposed to be my universe. Like, what's going on?
Bro, y'all taking my shit. Like, and not for nothing, but to piggyback off that, like, I feel like Kevin Feige is even like, bro, I can't use that villain. Oh, I can't use that villain. I can't do this. Like, what the, like, bruh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he over there, like, calling, what's her name at Sony? Amy, whatever?
I don't even know her
bro,
name.
he over there, yo, bruh, what you got going on over there, bro? What you doing, bro? Like,
the cat in the jeans suit and everything. He's like, "What's going on over there?" Like, what's going on over there,
bro? And then like Tom Holland is like, I'm standing on business, bro. I'm with MCU all day. Like, they brought me into this. I'm gonna go out with this. And I think that's another thing. I feel like remember, like, was it 2018 or 2019 or something when they lost the rights to Spider-Man and then they had to negotiate it again. Like, I really feel like, I don't know. I just thought that maybe when they figured that situation out, like, they came to an understanding. But it seems like they only came to the understanding for the Spider-Man No Way Home, and not the whole trajectory of Spider-Man. Like,
it's really interesting to talk about, to think about, like, just like where Spider-Man, the whole like IP is at. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, like. Mural ads. Yeah, man. I got what's his name that did it? Nicholas. I even like tweeted at the guy, man. He's a good artist. I like him, and you know, I had to buy that that painting there. So
Fire.
It's fire. Yeah,
That's one of the best paintings ever, bro.
I know, man. I miss that dude every day.
Every
day.
chills just like, bro.
Every day, man. It's
His
like,
energy, his presence, his essence, his energy. Like I don't know how, whatever you believe, however you can explain
aura,
it, but like his
whatever.
aura, like he was just a light.
Yeah, man.
That he embodied. And I loved another thing I actually loved about Chadwick Boseman that I didn't find out about until after he passed away. I knew about it, but I never thought about it. Is that he never took a role that diminished black people. He always took a role that uplifted. And to me, that's so fucking beautiful because he said it. Or I think his wife came out in a statement where she was like that he never wanted us, like I think they wanted him to be in 12 Years a Slave, and he was like, nah. Like he never wanted to be depicted like that for our community, bro. That's just, I gotta stop. Like I'm gonna
no, yeah. Like, if I start thinking about him, like
I cry with
level,
you,
I start tearing up, man.
Bro,
every single time.
Yes, he was a real superhero,
bro.
And
people really
there's other
look up to
MCU
him.
people that are like that though. Like a lot of people hate this lady, but Brie Larson really stands up for minorities and women. She's a strong advocate, and I always support her for that because the people that hate her, we know who they are. Like, but I really love these real life superheroes, bro. Like the ones that are really trying to make a change.
Yeah.
Like even the small little convos, like Chris Evans, when they're like they're tweeting him like, we want our Captain America back or whatever. And he's like, you have one. He's like Sam Wilson is Captain America. Like I love that, bro.
Facts.
Hey, first and foremost, Ty, I appreciate you for gifting a sub, bro. Like that's beautiful, bro. You my dog, bro. Ty, you my dog, bro. That's love, bro. I appreciate
it, man.
And man, yeah, we are very passionate about this stuff. This is like the stuff we love, man. Like this is like our real world life for us. That's why the alternate timeline, our slogan is escapism, because
man, this
is like another reality for us, you know?
For
like
real.
Where probably in another reality, all these characters actually exist, and they just looking at us like, if only y'all knew.
For real, man. Yeah, that's the whole Spider-Man talk. Think on that. If y'all have anything in the comment section below, what would you guys do with all of this Spider-Man everywhere?
He said, okay, first off, I'm mixed. Okay, I'm also white. I'm also Caucasian.
He called himself a mutt in the beginning.
I literally called myself I'm super mixed.
He said super mixed.
I'm super mixed. Like, so that's all what I'm about, bro. Like, we talk about it here all the time. I'm super mixed. This actually closes off.
Bro, sounds super mixed.
I'm super mixed. I'm super mixed. I'm a mutt, bro. Y'all already know. Like, man, listen. Y'all know. First off, you're not dumb. You're actually one of the smartest, comic people out here, dude.
I just watched your not the TAT, I'll say TAT, the Listen 3000 episode with you, and my guy, you was preaching.
Yeah,
they called you the Martin Luther King of comic books. So I was like, I heard they was Caesar. I
gotta watch this episode. I ain't watched this episode yet. I ain't watched it yet.
Because he was talking about the Invincible comics, and he was like, related to like what they did in the Invincible. You would enjoy that.
Yeah, all right, I'm watching that. I'm gonna watch that on the plane tomorrow when I go back.
It's good.
I will say first off, you're not dumb. So we talk about that. And what is the Caucasian part? Because I see what you're saying, but yeah, you're not dumb. And just because you're white, bro, doesn't mean you can't have an input on your feelings towards the recast thing. Now, I'll tell you this. When Chadwick passed away, I was not for the recast. It just hit too close to home. It didn't make sense. He was for the culture. He was like, you just can't do it. Now, we talked about it. Like, I look back and I'm like, damn, maybe they should have. Only because...
Did his family... Something of his family. Like, his family wanted...
Yeah, his brother wanted him to be recasted.
Or they did some kind of research out there. It's like, their family said that Chad would have wanted him.
Yeah, well, his brother came out and made a statement. He was like, Chad would want this character to be recast because it's bigger than him.
Exactly.
And I kind of agree with that. My rebuttal to that, though, like, again, that's his family. So who am I to say anything, you know? But like, as a fan, I think the MCU needs a T'Challa. The way the MCU, like, I really think Chadwick was gonna be what Spider-Man and Doctor Strange and Captain Marvel was. Like, Chadwick was gonna be the Tony Stark of the MCU.
They were gonna lean on him.
It was gonna be him. And I really thought they were gonna do the Ultimates That's another combo which Thor, me and you could talk about. But I thought they were gonna do the Avengers and like the Ultimates and like Captain Marvel and T'Challa. Like they were gonna be the Ultimates and like, you know what I'm saying? But that's a whole whole other combo we can have. But so where I'm at with it now, I'm okay with it. Like I don't want him to be recasted still. I think that it maybe would have worked better because T'Challa is needed. But we have Shuri, bro, and I'm perfectly fine with Shuri. Like, she is the Black Panther in comics, you know what I'm saying? And she has been for a long time. So, not a long time, but like a good amount of time to where they can tell a lot of stories with her.
I think I just also appreciate what Ryan Coogler did.
Yeah.
With that movie.
Yeah. Like,
he gave us both things.
Bro,
he gave us Shuri, the Black Panther, but he also gave us a T'Challa.
Yeah, bro. And who's to say that they can't age up T'Challa's son and he's T'Challa?
Bro.
To me though, didn't they kind of do that with the? Yeah, that's what we're talking about now. Like we still get T'Challa just his son, so technically we got to recap. Yeah, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. And for me, like again, representation. We get to actually see a black woman as the Black Panther, which is number one, comic accurate. Number two, it's fire as hell. And she
look great.
I stand on this to this day. It's not one of the best suit ups, but it's one of the best intros.
Ooh, when she
drops and the music that. Like, bruh, I'm getting chills right now thinking about it. I literally, I was in the movie with my girl. I don't know if my girl is still in here, bruh, but
crazy.
I looked at her. I am literally tearing up because of a superhero entrance. I'm like, bro, you don't understand. And then to piggyback off what you said, bro,
one of the hardest entrances,
bro. To piggyback off what you said, like what Ryan Coogler did with with Wakanda Forever. He made us understand grief in a superhero movie. Like, a real world person that we all loved passed away. Bro, I'm about to get up. Like, it actually hurts, bro. We're laughing to, like, hide the pain because it hurts.
Fuck.
Like, I cried. We talked about it, bro. I cried like multiple times in that movie. I don't think I've ever cried in an MCU movie besides Guardians 3, and that was like a little couple here and there. Yeah. But, like, Wakanda Forever...
Every time they hit that silence, when there was no music, no nothing, and it was just like the waves crashing and stuff, I was like, oh, I'm out.
I agree. I do agree. I will appreciate everybody pulling up and tuning in, man.
Yeah. I think she got snubbed a little bit too on her act. I think she acted her ass off in that movie.
Letitia Wright,
she kind of went crazy.
Acted her ass off. Like, she should have. It's a superhero movie, so that's why they did it.
Right.
But she should have been nominated for.
Like, I get Angela Bassett. Like, Angela Bassett put on a performance. She got nominated. That's cool.
But see, the reason why they gave it to Angela Bassett is because it's a supporting role.
Yeah, right.
They don't. She didn't even get it, by the way. They gave it to Freaky. Come on now.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I agree with you, bro. Letitia Wright, she absolutely killed it.
She smacked that, bro.
But I think the reason why they didn't give her that nom is because it was a superhero movie.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But they're like, oh, okay, well, we can give it to Angela Bassett because it's supporting, like, which is so trash. But regardless, Letitia, I agree with you, bro. Letitia Wright acted her ass off, bro. Like, she really did. That movie, I'm talking about it getting chills. Like, I think it's one of the best.
And we didn't even talk about the whole Namor side of things too. Like, the way they integrated that into all of it was like, oh,
bro, y'all don't understand how I'm not Mexican. I'm Puerto Rican. But to see a Latin American or Hispanic character, that he wasn't that first off. Like, they changed him for representation purposes, and it works. It makes sense. Like, the lost city of Atlantis being the lost, like, of Aztec and Mayan culture. Ryan Cook. I don't know if it was him that came up with that idea. Whoever came up with it, they were cooking, bro. Like, y'all don't understand. If my girl is still here, she can vouch for me. I cried just hearing his Namor story. And him calling himself El Niño Sin Amor. That's how he got his name, bro. Y'all don't understand. Like, that's so huge to me. Speaking Spanish in the movie, y'all just don't understand how much of an impact that had for me. We don't get, like, I'll be honest with y'all, like, Latin and Hispanic people, we don't really get representation. America Chavez, like, with the no disrespect to the actress, because she's phenomenal. She did a great job on that character. I'm not a fan of the character, but she did a good job. But they casted a Mexican woman, Mexican/Canadian woman, to play a Puerto Rican character. We don't, like, that's not okay. Like, we're not Mexican. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, stuff like that, it hurts because Spanish culture, we don't really get representation like that a lot. Like, to be quite honest with you. So to finally see like a superhero, well, like, he was an antagonist, he was a bad guy, but you see his point of view. Like when him and when him and Shuri are in the room and he's talking, like, what they do to your people is the same shit they do to my people. They want to take our resources. They want, like, just hearing all of that, like black and brown people. What I always hope, and it didn't happen, but what I wanted Wakanda Forever to do is like bridge that gap between our communities, because there's still a lot of disconnect between our communities, amongst a lot of communities. You know what I'm saying? And like me being so mixed, I'm black, Puerto Rican, white, and Native American. So like for me, I'm super mixed. You know what I'm saying? So like for me,
the mud.
I love to see myself represented, bro. Like, but I also like to see other people acknowledge that. And like, so the reception on Wakanda Forever being as big as it was, y'all don't understand how impactful that was for me, bro. Like it was really big, and I just love that movie so much. I think I forgot to say that, but when we were, oh no, it was with you, Thor, when we were in Fortnite the other night. I think that might be in my, I don't know, want to say top 5, but I'm thinking it's like my top 10 movies, because realistically, yeah, bro, like realistically,
it might be in my top 5,
bro.
I don't think anything like hit me like that.
That's why,
you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Like
that's one of the most beautiful movies. Not just superhero movies. I think it's one of the most beautiful movies focused on grief, because it focused on our real world grief, bro. We literally lost a superhero bro.
And we got freaking Bob. We was talking. You gonna hear it in the episode, but we got Bob Iger over here talking about not to put in messages in their movies anymore and shit like that.
So remember I told you I understand.
Yeah.
So
they talk about it too. There's like a business standpoint, like, but
I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a flip side to that. You need to have these messages. Right. But they need to be told. Like Wakanda Forever is the perfect example. It's the message, it's the representation, but it's a story that still attaches to the audience.
And it's fire.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so like for me, he said I'm about to throw.
Well, he about to throw Wakanda Forever on now, bro. Namor was crazy. He was one of my favorite characters.
Bro,
man.
he
was so tough.
Namor in the comics is just Roman backwards, because he's based off of the Roman Empire. You know, the way that the Romans. And this is what's so weird to me. The guy that found Atlantis, he was Roman, so that's why they always base like Namor or like Atlantis off of like the Roman Empire. But when you read his like pages or his book about what Atlantis looked like, he said it was a completely different society than what the Roman Empire was. So to me, when all of these adaptations of Atlantis, no matter where they're coming from, are based off of like the Roman Empire, it don't fucking make sense. But when you got Wakanda Forever, that gave us, what was it? It was Talokan. Like, genius, bro. It's absolutely genius. So to me, I understand like what Bob Iger is talking about as far as a business, like you said, business standpoint and trying to get people. But we need those messages too. Like we need those.
What Thor was saying, please give us one Disney movie without a message.
All of them, literally, all of them have a message.
I can't think of any. All of them have something.
Talking about Plato. Yes, Plateau, like the real life Atlantis. Yes, the real life Atlantis. He based it off. He said, like in his like journal or whatever, it was not what the Romans were used to. It was completely different culture. It was completely different. So like for them to keep basing it off of the Roman Empire doesn't make sense. So that's what I'm saying. Like for me, Namor in the comics is it's Roman backwards. He's supposed to be like based off of the Roman Empire, right?
That's cool.
But then you get him in this movie, and the reason he's called Namor, because he didn't even have a name. He had no name, bruh. And he's El Niño Sin Amor. El Niño Sin Amor, the child with no love. The boy with no love. Bro, y'all don't understand how beautiful that is. Like, that's just... Getting chill again, bro. Like I could talk about Wakanda Forever all day and how much it means to me.
That, bro?
They cooked. Bro, when I got out the movie, I told them, I was like, bro, I don't usually give the Marvel movies 10 out of 10 unless I was blown. Bro, this shit blew me away.
I couldn't give it less than a 9. I couldn't.
There's nothing I could nitpick about it.
There's nothing to nitpick for me about that movie.
At all.
It was good.
It was great.
It was a good movie. And people just, we're not even going to talk about that, but like, yeah, that's our little that's our little MCU segment there.
Yeah.
Went from Spider-Man to how do we even start talking about Black Panther? Wakanda?
I don't even remember actually. I don't know how we did that. Remember he asked like, "What do we think about the recast?" That's how we got to it.
Okay, good. Yeah, he did ask about the recast.
I don't know, man. I really feel like Ryan Coogler he deserves more. He's proven it. He's one of the few that Ryan Coogler Annihilation. Yo, facts, bro. Like
oh, I know it just popped in I know it just popped in his mind too. I know it just popped. I know it just popped in your mind. Go ahead and say it. What you about to say?
The Guardians of the Galaxy?
Huh?
What you talking about?
No, go ahead.
What?
What popped into your mind just now?
When he said that?
Yeah.
Like that, Guardians of the Galaxy, so
in space, an island, isn't it?
Bro, so look, hey, Thor. That's why look.
He's been pitching this forever.
Bro, look. I think the next Guardians of the Galaxy movie should be Annihilation, and tie it into remember Star-Lord's retired or whatever, right? Tie it into how in the Annihilation comics, he's old man, like he's retired. Star-Lord got the cybernetics in him. Input Nova, bro. We gonna have to talk because I can cook with that, bro. Like I'm telling you,
Input Nova.
Bro. Oh, Thor, bro. I can't wait till we talk, bro. I just can't wait, bro.
I gotta host this one. I gotta host it. I need y'all on this,
bro.
That's a TAT episode. You can host on yours.
Nah, we gonna do it for the TAT episode for sure. We have Phila, exactly. We have bro. Thor. Preach, brother. Preach. I really just. But back to that, I really feel like Ryan Coogler needs more. Like you said,
I want to see him with something. I think a lot of people are curious. Like, what else can he cook with? You know
man, Ryan Coogler, Doom.
I think he could take it. I think he could take it too.
I could see him doing Fantastic Four. Bro, I don't like Ryan Coogler is one of those dudes like he can do anything. Like, I dead ass feel like he can do anything.
Just the way he integrated the whole Namor, everything, like that whole thing into a movie. That I didn't even think that was coming
at all.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here thinking Black Panther. I'm still grieving. Like I'm thinking it's gonna be just like this Wakanda movie, but you integrated and made this whole other culture important within this movie.
And that was what I was like really excited about too. Like, and I think I said that too before the movie came out. I was like, what Black Panther did for the Black community, I just hope Wakanda Forever does. For both, like the Black and Hispanic Latin community, and I felt like it did in a sense. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it did. Now, like you were saying earlier, we do have those people that whatever. Yeah. But I was in the same room as him once, and I'm still riding that high.
You got in the room with Coogler? That's crazy,
bro. That's crazy. I don't know,
I think he needs to be more involved.
He needs to be in like the head of like whenever Kevin Feige is having those retreats and like. They're talking about like the overall picture of the MCU.
He needs to be a part of it.
Ryan Coogler needs to be like the right guy next to him, literally on the right or left side.
Right.
Nobody else. He's one of them, and I don't care who. Maybe the guy that wrote the Loki, like the multiverse stuff, like Loki stuff. Them two need to be right next to him. Like we listening, and then Kevin's like, all right, they're gonna tell y'all what we're doing.
Right.
That's it. That ass. I don't really know what else like.
Right,
we did
because because you said Doctor Strange, give him a Doctor Strange thing. So, he bring in your boy Voodoo. You bring him in too.
Yo, Thor,
you bring him in.
I need Voodoo. Oh, what am I at? All right.
What do you need?
I got my charger over there. Okay. I'm gonna grab it real quick.
Yeah, grab the charger real quick. Charger break.
I'm back.
I think he could cope with the Voodoo, brother Voodoo.
Bro,
thing.
Wait, hold on. Creed 3 press conference, walk right next to him, but I didn't want to be that guy bothering.
Of course.
I feel that.
I'm like that too. I'm like that
unless
too.
Unless they say something, like unless they're like talking to the fans or something, I'm like that too. Perfect. Yeah, I really. He's supposed to have been coming. Wasn't he supposed to be in Doctor Strange 2? I thought he was supposed to be in Strange 2 and they cut him out or something like that.
I think we did hear something like that.
Look, Brother Voodoo needs to be. Or you could technically call him Dr. Voodoo because he does become the Sorcerer Supreme also.
So put me on to him. Like, tell me about him. Because I don't know too much about the character. Like, what's his thing?
So, you know how like New Orleans has like it's like famous for like their witchcraft and like stuff like that. Like think of him as like that, like from the New Orleans like like I don't want to say like dark magic, but like how can I explain that? Fuck.
I mean, the voodoo's in the name, so
yeah, it's basically that. It's you know what I'm saying, like, but he's based out of New Orleans. He essentially
is he running with because isn't Gambit from New Orleans? He don't do any runnings.
No, not that I don't remember. I forget where he I just read where he got introduced in too. Like I was reading the comic and not introduced, but like he becomes the Sorcerer Supreme and stuff. But and I don't remember what it was. I would have to go back and see what I was reading. But he's basically, bro. He's in retrospect, you could say he's more powerful than Strange.
Damn.
Like for real. Like in some instances, I mean, Thor, correct me if I'm wrong, but like you know, like Voodoo is a beast, bro. Like he's different, and
is he on the side of good?
See, yeah. It's like isn't it like a certain type of magic he uses? Yeah, it's basically like he's on the side of whatever. Like he's not bad. No, he's not bad. Whatever. He's not bad. He's never gonna do bad. Like he's not evil or bad or a supervillain or anything. But he's not just gonna rock with the heroes because you know what I'm saying. Like he does things that make sense. Yeah. Like how Strange uses Eldritch, Wanda is Chaos. Yeah, I think his is just voodoo magic, if I'm not mistaken.
I like that.
But he's different, bro. He's different.
Like, said voodoo is such a badass.
Bro.
That's lit. I'm gonna start reading.
Bro, he's different. Bro,
I might jump into that character.
Bro,
you know,
bro, he's
black brother.
Exactly, bro. Like, I'm telling you.
Give me another brother.
He actually, I think he had a comic run in.
Does he? He has his own.
He has his own runs.
Okay,
he has his own runs like in Doctor Strange's comics. Like he's the main character and stuff too, bro. Voodoo is a beast, bro.
All right, yeah, I need all his comics.
You know how Marvel Unlimited does that like little spotlight thing for like. Yeah, so he's more in a gray area. I'd say, yeah.
I like that. I mean, even Strange isn't all the way. I mean, Strange, he's probably more gray area than Strange, but Strange sometimes not even all the way like.
Nah, Strange, I feel like he's good.
You think he's?
Yeah, bro. Strange, it's for the greater good.
Yeah.
It won't be like the good, big picture. Yeah, like where Voodoo is kind of like. Bro, I don't rock with you, bro. Like, bro, he's literally told Strange. I think it was the last comic that I read too. Not that I don't rock with him, but like he's like, bro, why? Like questioning, bro. Like, not a villain for sure, but I'm not necessarily General. Yo, you think we'll get General? So that's a comic that I'm reading right now. It's the current stuff with Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll get General Strange in the MCU?
He's the Doctor. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know if we'll get General Strange because that's kind of like new stuff. General Strange.
Later.
I don't know if we'll get that.
How much of the new stuff we gonna get in the MCU? You know?
Well, the MCU is usually between 3 to 5 years behind the comics. Because so like when Winter Soldier came out in 2011. That comic literally just dropped in 2005, 6-ish.
Sam Wilson Captain America wasn't like that long.
That was what, 2010, 11? Or no, I might be wrong. It might have been 2015 or something. But yeah, something like that.
It's not that far.
Even same with Jane Foster as the Mighty Thor, you know? Like, so I would love it, but I think we may have had our fill of Strange variants with Mom. I could see that. I don't honestly even know if I need any more Strange variants. Like, at all, actually. Now that you're right. You kind of hit that on the money.
So you're saying we don't need no voodoo because of that?
No, Doctor Strange variants.
Okay, got you.
I also said this a bunch, but I'm actually mad what they did with Mordo.
Mordo.
Like, I don't feel like Mordo should have been killed off screen personally. I'm just not a big fan of that. I don't know, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I really like Mordo, and that's another Doctor Strange like adversary often. I think that's another conversation that I could have about the MCU. Like, I really wish they didn't kill characters, like villains specifically, all the time. That kind of hurts.
I'm big on the villains that they're going to be using now. I think I've said this a couple of times. I think the villains that are going to be on screen coming up need to be the people they lean on
instead of the heroes.
I think they need to lean on because if you're
I think Thor they did. It was in the concept art, and like they said it like Wanda killed him off screen or something in the synopsis, if I'm not mistaken.
That's what I was questioning that too. I didn't know
if it's official.
Well, yeah, we're gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, we'll have to look it up.
I didn't know if they killed him, but I knew They were. I know they wanted to.
They wanted to.
They know they had Wanda like decapitated.
Yeah, yeah. What were you saying though?
Because just like if you're looking at the MCU right now and you're looking at some of these characters that not everybody, because you've had this conversation too, like people we're losing some of the casuals because people only care about the big stuff, like the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
They cared about the Avengers team. We don't have them no more.
Yeah, 616 more though.
Yeah, Endgame is now gone.
Right.
So like that was like the end for a lot of like casual people that were watching.
Yeah.
So now you're introducing all these new characters. They just don't know.
They're not familiarized with.
They're not gonna jump into those characters. And we're the only ones that are rocking.
The MCU fans are like the only ones that are like really. We're the ones keeping the lights on at this point. Like from Marvel Studios, for real. Like we're the ones going to see these movies.
Right. So it's just like I don't know. I feel like they should lean into the villains that we're all like,
that we love.
You know what I'm saying? Because
like more Infinity War type movies.
Exactly. Because I still think this should be studied. Like the reason we all love Infinity War. Infinity War is a universally loved movie
because of Thanos.
Why?
Thanos. The movie was Thanos.
If I'm Marvel, I'm like, okay, why did they love? We told the villain story.
Literally.
With
the heroes a part of it.
Right. Why don't we do more of that? That's literally.
I'm probably the only
Kingpin
person.
Coming.
I'm probably the only person that keeps standing on this. Yeah. We don't need a Fantastic Four movie.
He been saying that.
We need a Doom movie.
He been saying
Book of Doom, or make it the Doom, the triumphs and I forget that comic with him and Doctor Strange.
Because the heroes lose. So sometimes people like to see that.
Bro, I love when Peter Parker getting his ass beat. I need Peter Parker to be washed every single time. Struggling, poor, not getting evicted. I don't want bro ever up on anything. He needs to always be struggling.
remember Jalen in the chat? He was shout out Jalen TAT game.
Back.
Jalen was saying my favorite part of Spider-Man 2, Sandman tossing Miles faster. When Sandman in the beginning of the game, Sandman tosses Miles through all the buildings and stuff.
That was wild, bro.
Yeah, that was wild.
It flips the formula on its head. You can even say Thanos is the hero of that. Bro, that's what I'm saying.
Right. But we
need more of that.
Exactly.
I don't I'm not opposed to it. They're the first family. Of course, we need them in the MCU. But I would have made a Doom movie introducing the Fantastic Four.
So that'd be kind of cool. Like, especially if we're going to be getting, what's he saying?
He said, Infinity War shows us why our heroes are heroes, and that's why they ultimately lose.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And I just feel like if you're looking at the climate of the MCU and all these new characters, you're looking at, we may even be going in this whole Young Avengers route and everything like that. You may want to lean on Kingpin. You may want to lean on Dr. Doom or Kang, whatever's going on there.
Quantumania should have been a Kang movie.
Galactus. You may want to lean on these villains.
I'm gonna tell. He knows. Another thing I said, they should have if they're gonna do a Fantastic Four movie, then what they should have did was a Silver Surfer's presentation. Introducing Galactus and a cameo from the F4. Boom, sets up the Fantastic Four movie. I just don't really understand sometimes, and it brings back to Dennis. Dennis is always cooking, bro. The terminology that he uses is very like straightforward and simple. The decisions they make. Like, how do you come up with this? Like, oh, they love Thanos. Yeah, but we're not gonna focus on Doom right now. Like, yeah, we're not gonna focus on Kang right now. Like, bruh, you literally in your marketing of Ant-Man 3 are saying the next big phase, the next big bad villain, and it's like, hold up. But he don't feel like
that.
You know what I'm saying? So like for me, the only time I did feel like that at Ant-Man Quantumania was when, like I told you, when she was like, he's coming, and they're like, who? The Conqueror. Like I was like, oh, why? And then when he's torturing Scott and his daughter, but I don't know, hold on. Every single one of them could have stopped Thanos. I think you're spitting, Dennis. Bro, like, I don't know. I just feel like, they need to be telling more villains movies.
Yeah, I think it would be genius to lean on your villains in the future right now.
No funny shit. I would have made a Spider-Verse movies. I would have made it like the Inheritors the main focus, just like they are in the comics. Like, bro, when you get a chance, I think it's like 4 issues only.
I got you.
Like it's like a mini series.
Yes, I got you.
Spider-Verse, the Inheritors could have easily been the focus. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that because obviously we love the Spider-Verse movies, but I'm just saying stuff like like that. Villain-driven stories are what a lot of people do like. I think we need to remember to be patient. Remember how long it took to build Thanos. But I agree. I think we should shift more focus to villains and give us a deep character study of Doom. Yeah, I think the Doom thing, they're going to do that. I think with Doom's introduction, they're going to do I forget what it's called. It's called like Trials and Triumphants or something like that, where him and Doctor Strange go like to the magical world trying to figure out where Doom's mom was and everything, get her soul back from the demon and stuff like that, from Mephisto.
Mephisto, yeah.
Yeah, and building up the Galactus, the Celestials, all that. Now, to be fair though, Thor, I don't feel like it took us a long time to build up Thanos. He was a little quick cameo in Avengers, which didn't mean anything. In Guardians of the Galaxy is like our real first understanding of like, oh, all right, he's coming. Yeah. Or not that he's coming, but like the pieces that he's putting together.
He was just a presence in the background kind of thing.
Well, no, he was in a scene.
I'm talking about like his whole build-up. Like, basically his build-up.
Yeah.
Like,
I see. Okay. I feel like Infinity War was like that deep dive that we needed.
Give us more of that.
Yes.
Give us more of that.
Yes.
I feel like that's like, if you're Marvel Studios, that's a little bit of a gold mine right there. You can lean on. Like,
bro, do you know how many people would go to see a Doom movie? Just call it Doom or Book of Doom. Like, so simple.
Yeah. And then in your trailers, you're showing some of the heroes and stuff too, like
losing.
Yeah, losing.
So just like in Infinity War, just like in the trailers of Infinity War, you see our heroes struggling. You're like, oh shit, hold on.
Right, I might need to see what's going on. I need to see what's going on. Avengers did establish that presence, so if we.
Okay, I see what he's saying. Like those Guardians, we have a ways to go with Kang. Yeah, I mean, I feel that because like to piggyback off of that, right? Like.
I mean, Kang is brewing. He's brewing.
Look at Loki.
He's brewing.
We feel the presence of He Who Remains and Victor Timely and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm with it.
Yeah.
I seen people talk about Riri being a Kang variant.
I saw that too.
I don't know if I'm with it or not. I'm not opposed to it because I feel like we're not gonna have an Iron Lad in the MCU, and so her being like the Iron Lad replacement would be cool. But I also feel like you're kind of diminishing Riri and her character.
She's her own thing.
She's her own thing. Like, and she's such a great character on her own, apart from everybody, apart from Tony Stark. So I feel like just making her a Kang variant kind of limits her in the same place too. But I also feel like that's what I'm saying. Like, she's the Iron Lad of the MCU. Like, I get that. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm okay with it. Like, I'm not opposed to it. I just don't want to minimize her to that. I want her to still be who she is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still want her to be her own fleshed out character and not just a variant. That's where I'm at with it. Like, I'm not opposed to it. I think it would be cool if they do the story right. Yeah, that's where I'm at with it, though. Like, if they could mix it, both of their stories to where it's satisfying, like, then I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because the way we got introduced to Riri was kind of similar to how she's introduced in the comics. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I loved it. So if they can just keep building off that and then introduce, like you said, the Iron Lad aspect of her being a variant from Kang, that would be kind of cooking. I'm not gonna hold you. He's out from Chicago, so I'm 100% with you, bro. So do you care if I tell you about how Riri got introduced?
Go ahead.
So literally, you find her first issue, not like how she got introduced, but like her first issue, her backstory is literally like he's saying she's from Chicago and her best friend basically got killed, or was it her dad also got killed? Her dad, like in a drive-by. I don't know if it was a drive-by shooting or like somebody pulled up into the park and just was like letting them off, but. Her having that Bulls poster and shots, like, bro.
It's saying to my heart.
Like, Riri is such a cool character, bro. I also do want Robert Downey Jr. to be her AI, though. Like, I really would love that. Just bring him back as her AI. And the fact that that's not something that hasn't been planned yet. Like, they keep talking about bringing him back in the MCU. Bro, that's the only way he needs to come back. In general.
Yeah, they've debunked that. Well, they've already.
Feige said nah.
Said nah.
Maybe he's saying that as like a, you know what I mean? Like as a character coming back, like coming back to life. Maybe he still could be an AI though.
Yeah. No. Yeah. He could probably be an AI and
don't even show his face. Just let him be Jarvis. Let him do the voice.
Yeah.
Literally, let him just do the voice, like how Jarvis was for Iron Man in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? But and he could still be like, you know, his sarcastic, like do all of that. I'm so glad Feige came on and spoke on that. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, I remember Thor was pretty big on that too. Like,
Yeah.
you don't need to be bringing nobody
Facts,
back.
facts.
Like, let these.
The only time Chris
let these
Evans
characters cook.
needs to come back is if it's the variant as the Human Torch. That's the only way he's coming back. Like,
Well, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind old man Steve Rogers showing up somewhere.
Oh, yeah,
because
that's
he's still
true.
out there. I guess
Is
or
he
dead or whatever? I don't know what they doing with
they
him.
kind of
Like,
they kind of got to tell us what's up with that.
yeah,
Like they just say he's
they've been-
gone.
Yeah, they've been saying. Yeah,
Like when Bucky's he's like Steve's gone. Gone where?
right.
Where'd he go?
I got him in the taking care of him in the old elderly homes.
He's in retirement
The
homes.
elderly home.
Now that would be crazy.
That would be kind of like he going out the same way Peggy went out in his movies.
Stop it!
Oh,
Stop it! Stop it right now!
Oh, it's not. Now that part did make me shed a tear too.
Civil
I ain't gonna
War?
lie. Is that Civil War?
When he's carrying her.
Where she's actually old.
Yeah, Civil War.
That was Civil War. I did shed a tear in that.
He's
part.
with sword. So I think. Listen, no funny shit. I was telling that to who was I telling that to you?
I
that I think
never
he's-
heard it from you before.
I think he's Commander Rogers. Like,
Okay.
remember he wears the command, like he doesn't have the suit on anymore. It's just, I was saying, but I don't want to like resonate with that like theory yet because we haven't seen enough for us to like be like, boom.
Yeah.
But I'm here with you, low key. I feel like he is Commander Rogers or you know what I'm saying, like Commander. He said, I'm 100% serious, no jokes. Okay.
Mm.
So let me ask you this. Is he in charge of Nick Fury? Yeah, right? Just like in the comics? I would say yeah.
So, Commander. So you're saying he's?
Sword.
Are they still like building Sword out in the MCU, or is this like a full fleshed out?
Well,
thing?
no, I think it's because look
Look,
at
still
in
good.
WandaVision,
It was.
it
Still,
showed that it was
there.
built like they already have their home base and everything
Yeah.
already.
And where they were at in the Marvels was that? That's not Sword though. Is
That
it?
was Sword.
That was Sword.
That was Sword,
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
All of that was Sword. So
So we're saying
I don't know.
he's up there.
I don't know if I'd go that far. You don't think that he's?
Equals.
I don't know. Maybe. I feel like Nick Fury has gotten a lot of the back burner too, though. Like,
Yeah.
like I want more Nick Fury, to be honest with you. Then again, we did just get
A show.
Secret Invasion, and
We got a show.
nobody was rocking with
We
it.
got a show. So
True.
yeah. Do we have anything more in MCU? I mean, we can sit here and talk all day about MCU and stuff. But I did have one other thing I wanted to piggyback. Well, not piggyback, but kind of turn our attention to,
Okay.
and it was the Legend of Zelda movie.
Yeah.
That is like a thing now.
Officially.
Like, yeah, that is a thing that's
Officially.
happening.
Officially.
And who's the guy that's doing it? Wes Ball says he plans his Legend of Zelda movie to be like a live action Miyazaki movie.
What is Miyazaki?
I think it's like some of the like Studio Ghibli movies kind of stuff. Like, but people are saying animated. People think that it
If
needs
y'all
to be.
seen an article soon, where is Cap? Don't be surprised. Now you got my mind. Hey, I'm gonna read it. You already know.
Yes, sir.
Thor's saying animated,
That's what a lot of people were saying online too.
but they're gonna make it live action,
They're gonna
right?
make it live action, but like people were saying, if you wanted to make it like one of those type of movies, you need to animate it. But
I agree.
yeah,
Do what they did with the Mario movie, man. The Mario movie was fire. I think that might have
And then
been
you can-
top 5 movies this year.
facts.
And it came out early.
I don't know why
April.
you don't, because then they're not all like working together. But like if you are going to build into like a whole Super Smash Bros. Kind of thing, you kind of want him to be animated. So it's all
They
you
should
want
do
everything
that.
to be animated.
They should do that. They should make a Super Smash Brothers universe.
That'd be lit.
The
man.
man in the hand is the villain in that movie, bro.
Gotta have it.
Go away, Thor. He said Chris Pratt is Link. Go away. Go away.
He said, I grew up on Zelda and it's the most important property. I think that's its untapped IP, if you will. So we very much are working hard to do something. We're not just trying to do it because we can. We want to make something really special, and that's always appreciated.
That's
always
fine.
appreciated. So,
and then like really realistically, they're trying to make it live action. Who would you cast as Link, bro? I don't see. You see, Machine Gun Kelly came out and he was like, "If I'm not Link,
there's a problem."
There's a problem. Like, which is funny because he kind of does look like Link.
He got the look.
He does kind of look like Link. He can pull it off. Maybe cover the tattoos or whatever, the gauges or
make the tattoo the sleeve that he wears on Tears of the Kingdom.
Go home right now. Oh my god.
Because it should look like tattoos on that.
That
sleeve.
Would be insane, yo. I don't want Machine Gun Kelly as Link. No, But yeah, I don't know, man. Like then on top of that, like right. Mario kind of talks.
Yeah, so that was my next big question.
Like
I know a
Link
lot of people.
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
Yeah, my big question is: do y'all care? Because I know a lot of people care if Link talks.
What people are saying, he shouldn't talk?
He shouldn't talk at all. How do you feel about Link
No, because
talking?
there's old, like there's manga and comics, manga and like old games, like Game Boy games where he kind of has some dialogue. Not...
Well, here's my perspective on it.
Okay.
Even in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, when you talk to people, like he's saying something to them. Like he's not speaking, you don't hear his voice.
Oh yeah,
but he's still having a conversation with these people.
Yep.
So that's why, me personally, I don't mind there being dialogue and him talking.
Mm-hmm. I agree,
because he's having conversations with people. It's not like he's just silent. You're just not hearing his voice.
Thor, so I don't know a lot about Zelda, but can't they take like a Lord of the Rings spin to it?
That is interesting.
That's an interesting perspective. Yeah, kinda. But it would have to be like to what we were talking about the other day on Fortnite. It would have to be character driven, more like Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
It can't be lore built.
But the way it's like fantasy shit.
We only play like 1 or 2 games, super young. Yeah. I think it would have to be like more Game of Thrones, where they have to make it character driven, opposed to like how Lord of the Rings is lore driven.
Yeah.
And focusing on like the world itself. But then again, with these new games, they have been more focused on the world itself. I don't know. It's really interesting though, because like it's a challenge for sure. It is a challenge for sure, like how they can do it.
But him saying that he wants it to be like a live action Miyazaki movie, I'm not sure.
I don't know how you do that.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that, and I don't think that kind of is like the Lord of the Rings type style either, or that Game of Thrones type style.
Yeah,
like,
that's
more
true.
Of a, like that's more of a Breath of the Wild type of look, a Tears of the Kingdom type of look, but just live action.
What would you even call the movie? Just The Legend of Zelda? That's easy, yeah.
You just gotta start there.
Yeah.
You gotta start there.
I did see, since we talking about this, this was years ago. Like literally around the time Brie Larson was going up for Captain Marvel. Like Captain Marvel movie was coming out. But just because Dennis reminded me of like the Super Smash Bros. Movie, Brie Larson actually wants to play Samus in a movie. She's been... Let her. Cook.
Yeah,
let her cook. Like,
that's perfect.
The blue suit, put her in the what is it? The orange? Is it orange?
Zero Suit Samus,
bruh.
The blue suit, Zero Suit.
No,
Samus,
but then she gets put in. Let them cook.
Yeah.
Let them cook. 100%.
She says she wants to do it.
That was years ago though, in 2019 when she was like on Captain Marvel press run, and she was like, "Yo, I would love to be easy."
Yeah, come on, bro.
Nintendo.
Come on, man.
Let me write it. I got you.
Come on, man. That's an easy cast.
Easy cast.
And
on top of that, that's an easy Billy.
Yeah.
I promise you, everybody who hates Brie Larson is gonna go see it.
Ooh.
Let's talk about that real quick. I want to talk about that. It's funny how
that her like redemption arc.
Well, nah,
she don't need it. Not like she needs it.
I think it's funny how everybody hates Brie Larson. Everybody hates Captain Marvel, but her movie made $1 billion.
Mm.
Okay, yeah, the Marvels has struggled because of the strikes. It didn't get to have any more marketing or promotion and stuff like that. Cool. But y'all still went to go see this movie.
Mm.
My thing is, you guys hate it. Like, guys is out here hating Brie Larson, but you're literally, no press is bad press, bro. All you're doing is just getting her more popular. You're literally with thumbnails of hate about her. All these videos. And yeah, she probably hates that stuff, but at the same time, all you're doing is making her more popular.
Man, and when she gets casted for a Samus IP that, y'all love Samus, What y'all gonna do now? Y'all not gonna watch Samus now?
That's another billion right there, bro. I'm
You're not
telling you,
gonna watch Samus now because of Brie Larson? Shit.
man,
Shit, I'm in there.
I'm in there. 100%.
Metroid Prime. Come on now.
Literally, that's all you gotta call the movie. Or you don't even gotta call it Prime. Metroid.
Yeah, Metroid.
I would like the Metroid Prime, though, for sure.
Ridley's the bad guy?
Ooh.
Ridley's the bad monster?
Yeah. Has to be the bad guy. Oh, yeah. That's it. That's the one.
God, Nintendo's got so much they can cook with right now.
They did look. They made $1 billion with Mario Bros.
I would love to be working on all that, right
bro. That's the dream.
Creative room right now.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we just getting started. There's so much.
And I'm really curious, like, what that room looks like too, because it's like we only heard about now it's confirmed, but the Link movies or the Zelda movies. So. What else y'all cooking up over there? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is there really? Did y'all make that phone call to Brie already? Like, yo, you trying to do this? What about or like
the Yoshi movie?
Is that a Yoshi movie, or do you think that's gonna be like that was like a segue and like a setup for a Mario sequel? I took it as a setup for a Mario sequel. Yeah,
I took it as a Yoshi's Island kind of thing. But
see, I could deal with that too.
Does Yoshi's Island make that kind of money though? Yoshi is a popular ass character.
I don't know if he can hold a movie by himself. Like
he don't talk, right? Like it's not like
Yoshi.
Yoshi talks. That's true. I mean, you don't even talk that much. It's just a visual, like take us through a visual journey kind of thing. But I don't know. I don't think they put a whole movie into Yoshi though. I think you're right.
I think it's like a setup to the sequel, and Mario rides Yoshi or something like that.
Yeah.
Which to me, that was the only weird thing about the Mario movie is that they made it like a Easter egg, like or literally, but the Yoshis were in the movie in the background, so it's not like we didn't see them. You know what I mean? Like, so I thought that was kind of weird.
I thought that was weird too.
You know, I think now a lot of days.
It's like in case you didn't see this before.
Yeah, I feel like nowadays a lot of these movies industries, we talked about this, but like they're always trying to set up for a franchise or for the next thing. You know what I mean? Like if the fans want it.
The egg was in the rubble in New York City, so I guess that is true. Something. Because it wasn't in the fantasy world. True. It was in the real world, in their real world.
The Yoshi gonna pop out, and all of the world's gonna be like, a dinosaur!
Something.
And Mario's gonna be like, relax.
I got this. Nah, they teased a lot in that Mario movie.
Yeah. For real. They did a lot of like a good Easter egg and stuff like that. Too,
like when we wanted him to get the fireball.
Yeah.
And they just like, they gave it to Donkey Kong. Like, they tripping on that.
Yeah, and then what did he get? The raccoon suit or whatever, the flying suit, the squirrel, whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot they can do over there in Nintendo. That's gonna be interesting to see.
Speaking of video games, I mean, you just kind of made me think about this. The only thing I really want the next video game movie besides, like, I guess a Zelda movie that's confirmed is Dave Bautista wants to be Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War. Why not let him cook? Netflix, make that phone call.
That's definitely a Netflix thing. Yeah,
like, why not? Gears of War, one of the best gaming stories ever. Maybe the first three. I can't say the best, but it's great. I really think they should have did that.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that game for sure.
Facts.
Gears of War, baby.
What else you got for me?
Man, dude, that's literally it. Yeah, Thor, you came in pretty late, man. We already talked about the Deadpool stuff.
Yeah.
We talked about obviously you came in during the Spider-Man stuff. We talked about Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yeah.
That was a big one because that just came out. I'm sure you're gonna probably be playing it, but yeah, we just talked about how big that was, and I don't think we even understand the scope of like how big Grand Theft Auto is.
It's gonna be crazy.
I think people putting their livelihoods on the line for this game, and it's very serious. So, yeah, gaming's gonna be interesting. We got some things to look forward to next year with gaming, and 2025 is gonna be a hell of a year.
Facts.
Hell of a year. I mean, 4 big Marvel movies.
And potential shows that we don't even know about yet.
We don't know about.
Like, imagine we get all those Marvel, like those 4 Marvel movies, and Born Again comes out there. Like, bruh.
Streaming, yeah.
But, because they didn't say Born Again next year, right?
Yeah, it's not this year, so
bruh,
it's like, most likely going to be
crazy.
2025.
Yo, did you see the Charlie Cox used to, like, when him and Vincent D'Onofrio were on the phone, he would tell Vince, like, yo, it's not happening, give it up.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Not to mention all the probably some Star Wars stuff would come out too.
Oh, yeah.
Like 2025. Probably some stuff.
We might get Andor season 2.
Apparently that's being pushed back.
And maybe we might get Ahsoka season 2.
Yeah. It was Acolytes this next year? Is that 2024?
I hope so. I think so. Yeah. I've been waiting for that actually a lot.
Yeah, I think that one's got some potential.
Mando, baby. Oh yeah, Mando. Where's the date? We don't even know, right?
We don't know
what's going on with
Mando movie, other than that.
Or like the Mandoverse movie.
Mandoverse, yeah. I'm sure that something will happen in 2025 for Star Wars. But yeah.
Or we might get Visions season 3 or something.
Yeah. I still need to watch season 2.
It's good, man. I really do like
people
Visions.
rock with that Visions. Yeah.
You think next year we'll get another Mando or 2025, Thor?
Get another Mando?
I can see 2025.
Yeah.
Because I don't even know if they're working on anything right now for Mando. They might shoot it next year, you know what I mean? Like
Pedro might be busy, bro. That man.
Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Was that officially confirmed or was it still...
They talked about that on their episode too. So like Zen held back a little bit. It was like, it's not official because Marvel hasn't come out and said anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're waiting on that. I think a lot of people was kind of waiting on that, but the reports are.
I feel like, so I think we talked about this too, and I think I said it in the chat. I think it's official, but I think they're waiting to get the whole cast so they can just make an announcement
together, yeah.
Which we talked about this. I'm so tired of who's this character, who's playing this character.
Yeah.
Like, let me just see them on the screen, bro.
Yeah, that's it. And they had a fantastic
4 segment.
Okay. A fantastic segment on Pedro Pascal being the person and stuff. I put in the chat, or not a chat, but the comment section of their video, like, if Pedro, because people are divisive on just the pick in general. I said, if Pedro wins over everybody as Reed Richards, we'll have to have a conversation about this man's skill. This man's skill might be crazy.
Bro, look.
If he wins people over and everybody's like, he's unquestionably Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, and he got everybody on board, bro.
I mean, I already feel like
what an accomplishment.
He has the range, bro. Like, watching him in the movie is not great, but watching him in Wonder Woman 84 as Max, and then watching him in Mando, and then watching him in Last of Us. Like, Last of Us was where it really caught me, because I did not see him as Joel.
That's what I think Zen was saying that.
I couldn't see him as Joel. But then when I'm watching, I'm like, oh. Like when he got casted, I'm like, Pedro as Joel. He don't even look like Joel. But then when you watch the show... Did you watch the show?
I haven't. No.
Okay. Did you ever play Last of Us?
Yeah, no, I didn't play.
Okay. I haven't played The Last of Us either. I played like the beginning of the first one. Yeah. But I just know what the character looks like. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so when I seen it, I'm like, Brian, watching it, I'm like, oh, you got me. This guy has range. He has it, bro. He can. That guy, anything. Pedro could play Wolverine for all. I would believe it. I would fucking believe it. Like,
wow. So yeah, I think he'd be if he gets everybody on board with this. We have to talk. We have to talk. We have the conversation, bro. This man might be elite. Like, what's going on?
Crazy.
This man is soul to soul. What's going on? How you did that?
Facts. Because I know you say you're not like you can't envision it.
I can't envision it yet. Yeah. I think Zen was saying something similar. Like he just didn't have him in mind for that.
It's the look you said.
But they were also a good point they were saying too is like we heard so many people
that actually fit
that. No, I think we just got accustomed to thinking a certain person after a while. Like I think people were like, once we heard Adam Driver was going to be the person, I think a lot of people sat with that and were like starting to be able to see it.
You know who mine was?
You're getting somebody that's totally different. You're like,
that's fair. That's fair. Mine's was my go-to cast was Penn Bagley. From you.
Yeah, no, he's got the look.
He has the weird like demeanor and everything. I was on board with that. I'm still on board with that one, but
that'd be good for him too in his career. That'd be nice for him, yeah.
But I can't see.
I can't. Kind of like I can always see it.
What?
You about to say Adam?
Yeah, like how you can't see Pedro. I can't see Adam Driver as Mr. Fantastic. I just don't see it in any way. He doesn't have the look at all.
At all. No, that's one thing he doesn't. But like, I think he can. I can see him being that weird, smartest dude in the room type person.
When I think of Adam Driver, I think of like the Marriage Story. You ever seen the Marriage Story? Oh, no. It's on Netflix. Mm-hmm. It's him and Scarlett Johansson. Mm-hmm. And when I think about that, like that's like his awkward, like whatever. Mm-hmm. I watched him in 65, what is it, million or something like that.
The old one, the one that sees back in time with that the boy or girl?
The girl, and then like I just don't know how they do it, bro. Like I can't see him in that. But I think everybody was like focused on the if they do him as the maker too. That's why. I don't know. I would actually like them to do the variants of like the Council of Reeds.
Yeah.
Like I would like them all to be different. I don't
everybody that we've heard rumored,
or like bring back the original Fantastic Four member, and then bring back what's his name from the Fantastic, like the the bad one with Michael B. Jordan and stuff. Make him the maker. I could see him as I think his name is Miles Teller.
Miles Teller.
Make him the maker. I don't know. That's just
all right. So my last question to you.
Okay.
Who's Doom? I know we don't do the casting too much, but who do you got as Doom? Who do you want as Doom?
I told you I don't really care who's in the body of Doom. Yeah. What I want is what they did with Darth Vader. Okay. I want a body double and the voiceover, like how James Earl Jones was Doom.
Okay.
If I had to choose a voice actor, this is really left field. I want Mark Hamill.
Interesting.
I can hear it. I mean, he's done the Joker so well for literally most of his life. I could literally hear Mark Hamill voicing Doom, man. Like, they just put the voice effect on him. Like, easy. But if I had to choose an actor portraying Doom.
Yeah, like, okay, so say we do see his face.
We shouldn't see his face.
We shouldn't see his face.
And if we do, it's disfigured.
Right.
His face is disfigured.
Okay, so say we do see a disfigured face. Whose face do you want to see?
Man, that's tough. I named a couple people too, right? Before, like, I think in the chat, but I don't remember. That's tough. That's tough. I wouldn't have been opposed to Pedro as Doom, for real.
Yeah, I liked it.
I just don't think he wants to be in a mask anymore, with the Mando. I don't mind Cillian Murphy. Like, that's the most rumored cast.
Because I've already seen that art of it. I've seen that art of it, and he's got the disfigured kind of like scars and stuff like that.
I'm cool with that one. Cillian, I'm cool with that one. Like, actually, not opposed to that. Yeah, I don't. That one's tough though. Like Doom, because again,
you just don't want the mask, or you don't want his face.
Yeah, I don't want to see him. Like, I really would have loved the voiceover. I think that needs to be done more. Also, like done more often. Like we get a guy like who's in a suit, never is out the suit, and we do a voiceover. Like, to me, that's one of the most appealing things about the original like Star Wars trilogy is that like you don't have this person out, like you don't see Vader. Yeah. And even when he takes his mask off, like when you do see him finally, it's still James Earl Jones' voice, you know, like so that's kind of like my only I don't know though, like but Cillian Murphy wouldn't be bad. I don't know if I can hear his voice as Doom though either, because he has more of that.
Yeah, like, he got a more serious tone and stuff. Like you need kind of Doom to be a little
like egotistic, like Doom had, like you know, like
a little wacky. Yeah, I can see that. And yeah, I guess now you say Mark Hamill, I'm like, okay, yeah.
You feel me?
I can
the voiceover, bro. I will tell you this: if Doom is in Secret Wars and so is Spider-Man, I need that one comic panel where Spider-Man says something about Star Trek and then Doom finishes it, and then Spider-Man looks at him, he's like, "You like Star Trek?" And he's like, "Doom," and he's like talking about it, he's like, "Doom likes all forms of," like, I need that in the movie as like ASAP. That you know how like you had that Doctor Strange and Iron Man connection in the MCU, and they looking at each other like they sizing each other up on the what's his name's ship. I need something like a funny interaction with Spider-Man and Doom based off of Secret Wars. If you read the original classic comic from Secret Wars, you know what I'm talking about, where they like have that Star Trek reference between the two, and Spidey looks at him like, you obviously can't see Spider-Man's face, but the eyes get me. He's like, "You like Star Trek?" Like, I need that, bro.
I got one last one actually on Doom too, because I'm in the mindset of like they should heavily rely on Doom.
Yeah.
Whenever they get to him, he should be a big focus.
Yeah.
How would you? What's his first entrance like?
What I was saying earlier.
I know you said Book of Doom, but
that's what I would like.
Play it out for me, like when we first hear or see Doom on screen, just like his whole interest into the MCU.
You know what I want to say? when he walks up and grabs Kang.
Kang, yeah, that's
Oh,
hard.
boy, he just smokes Kang. Like, they're not gonna do that though.
They're not gonna do it.
You know what?
God
If they
damn.
did, they
I would stand
take
up.
all my money
I might stand up in theater, bro.
and clap. Facts.
I might stand up.
I think for me, that would be the most ideal. But Book of Doom would be a good. The only problem with that is that it has to be a Doom focused show or movie. I would like Book of Doom to be like a 6-episode show though, because
it works like
it was 6 episode issues
book,
or whatever, and I loved it because it was Doom, but it wasn't Doom. It was basically a report. So the way it was,
I remember.
You read it?
I read it. Yeah.
Oh, so that's what I really think what should be like. A reporter goes to Latveria, to his country, and it's not really Doom. It's a bot, like a Doom bot, and he doesn't know that he's a Doom bot, but he's monologuing and telling the whole Doom story. I think, and then it's like, and then in that Doom story, like the episodes are flashbacks of like Doom's life. I think that would be perfect. I mean, that's one way. Like I said, killing the Kang variant or killing Kang, whatever, is another way or most ideal.
And that's the one at the end where he like the reporter thinks he's leaving and he like locks him up in there.
Smokes him. He's like, "Oh, but you thought I was gonna let you tell my story?"
Yeah,
nah. That would be menacing too. Like the last episode, the last scene of the episode or the finale is like, and you thought it didn't have to be no action, no fight scene or anything. Something just dramatic where he's like, "Oh, but you thought, nah. Chamber,
Chamber."
I guess my only third one was like I was saying earlier. I think it's Trials and Triumphant or something like that, where him and Doctor Strange team up to try to save his mom's soul from Mephisto. That's another good one because that's like a real origin story for Doom from back in the day in the comics too. I also seen that's what they were trying to go. I think that was a leak or whatever, like a report that came out that you're trying to focus on that. So that would be cool.
I think what would be kind of cool, and I think the shock value for whenever he actually is on a live screen TV, or not even just him, but his voice. I think they're gonna do his voice. In some other movie, they're gonna at the end probably
like how in Eternals Blade was like Marshall Ali with the background.
Yeah,
I think it'll be better that way because
he's got that type of voice that everybody would be like, "Oh my god!"
I really want, kind of how like this is kind of what bothered me about what's his name, Ultron. Ultron's voice actor is phenomenal. Like when you watch those movies, like. I forgot what's bro's name, but he killed that.
Damn.
And he also did the
Cards.
and he also did the motion cap of Ultron, like right. But they didn't make his voice sound robotic enough. I need Doom's voice to have like sound like it's behind a metallic mask, like scratchy, like you know what I mean, like
scratchy and also wacky at the same time.
That's why I really would love Mark Hamill, bro.
It would be menacing too,
bro. Oh my god. But I think you're right. Hit it on the money. Like all jokes aside, like
I think they might want to do his voice
in F4. Just have his voice like
somewhere,
like, well, Richards, like, like at the end of the movie. The end of the movie, literally, like that's honestly that might be the fancy. That's what I need in the like. That's how you cameo him, not him. Yeah. But like at the end of the Fantastic Four movie, right? They get back to the Baxter Building. Like that's the end of the movie. They're coming back to the Baxter Building. And they walk in, and they're all like just standing there, and they don't turn a camera to Doom, but it shows all 4 of them lined up, and then he's like, "Well, Richards," or something like that. He says something, and then they're all just stand, and then it zooms in on like Richards' face.
Yeah, because he know who he is,
bro. He knows that's who he is. What I need, yo. That's another 4th way to do it. Yo, we giving y'all T Marvel. Like y'all gotta do one of these things at this point. Like
that's crazy. That's crazy. No, I'm hyped for whenever they do Doom for sure. Like. I think he should be almost the face of the MCU when he comes on stage. Like when he comes on, he might need to be the face of the MCU, which is crazy. That's
how I feel. Like a villain needs to be the face of the MCU. Like get us more like involved with this villain. Make us love this, just like we love Thanos, bro. You still got people online now saying, "Yo, Thanos was right, bro. Like he should have." I still believe it.
There's coffee mugs, all kind of shit. I seen that other day, a coffee mug. Thanos was right.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
Which he wasn't, because in a million years from now, billion, whatever, you would have the same issue. So we're supposed to snap every time? Like, that's a whole other thing. But, yeah, that Doom needs to be... And I don't want him to be that either.
Be what?
What Thanos was. I don't want him to be compelling.
Oh, you just want him to be
Like I
His-
just want him to be
bullshit.
Doom. Like I just want him to always be on, like always on bullshit.
all
Yes,
the time.
every single time. Like I want him
Just
to be
to
like
be-
wild. Like there is a method behind his madness,
For sure.
a reasoning, but like I don't care. Like I want you to be wild for no reason. Like,
Yeah.
and I want it to be petty. Like I
Oh,
want him
he's
to
a
be,
petty dude.
bro.
He's a petty dude. Just
he
in the way
named-
of Reed Richards at all times. Like,
Bro, he literally named their daughter Valeria. And he only now Reed Richards gave him that, like you can name her because he saved her life.
yeah.
But like that's petty,
Petty
as fuck,
though.
bro. Petty as fuck,
I
bro.
always got that on you.
I'ma always had that on you.
Yeah.
And he said it too. He walked away. He was like, just remember who saved your family and
Damn.
named your daughter. Like I will never like let you live this down, bro. Like,
Oh man.
Doom is the
And
best.
he
bro.
needs to be there for like 10 years too.
Oh yeah.
Whenever he's
Oh, yeah.
casted and he starts.
That I guess that's what a lot of people's like concern is with Pedro though, because he is 50. Like we're about to have Mr. Fantastic for 10 years, like, and he'll be 60. Like
I mean, a 60-year-old could pull off.
Robert Downey Jr. was.
Could pull it off. I think it'd be alright. Let's just hope. The MCU is still kicking and doing
Yeah.
their thing.
They should be, hopefully. I mean, I don't think they like because that's one of their biggest studios at Disney, right? It's Marvel Studios,
Yeah.
Lucasfilms, Pixar.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't see them going away from Marvel Studios. If anything, I could see them like doing kind of what Disney Animation does or like Disney Pixar does. Like they slow down so much where it's one movie and one show a year.
Yeah.
I could see that, but like it ever going away, I kind of feel like we're in this realm with Marvel Studios where it's like kind of like comic books. It's never gonna. They'll always just revamp it, refresh it. Maybe it'll take 2 or 3 years, 5 years off, and then we'll get like another new universe or whatever. You know what I mean? Something like
Yeah.
that.
I'm here for
It's
it.
kind of just hard to with comics and those characters because like in 10, 15, 20 years from now, are we gonna have another Iron Man? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, like how will that play? It's not like Spider-Man. You can have another Spider-Man and kind of do different things, but like I don't know if you can just keep having another.
these characters be by different actors.
Yeah.
Like, are we gonna get to a point where Timothy Chalamet is a grown man? He's still acting and he's now playing Captain. No, not really, but like he's playing. I don't know.
Over or something.
No, yeah, like you know what I'm saying. Like, so I think that's my biggest worry too. Like, how do you continue this and make it
Fun,
watchable and
enjoyable,
fun? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure somebody got. Hopefully, they continue to have plans and all of that. But yeah, it's a good question. There was good discussion. Something to think about. And they Listen 3000 in their latest episode had something similar, but with just like movies in general.
Okay.
It's just like how like expensive movies are, the time you need to invest in just going to see movies, and like how that's also just hurting everything. Because they were talking about the Bob Iger, what he was saying, and like yeah, like what he's saying is kind of part of it, but it's also like movies in general are just like kind of on the way down, especially if they're going to release the movie 3 weeks after it comes out on Max or something like that. Like you may not have enough time or money to go see it, but hey, in a month and
I can watch it.
I can watch it. Yeah.
What makes it even worse too is like the opposite effect. Like Disney is now trying to put Soul Turning Red and what was the other one? Soul Turning Red and dang, what's the other one? But 3 movies that only came out on Disney Plus, they're putting them in theaters next year.
Oh, I think I did see that.
And I'm like,
yeah.
why? Like we've already seen these movies. We don't care. Who's gonna pay to go see those movies in the big screen? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm probably not.
You know, like I've seen
Especially
them
if
already.
it's still on
Disney Plus. Like my thing, I think also is like, and this is from COVID times. I think I told you this too. I've been talking about this since COVID times. But like, I don't think they should have got rid of being able to stream stuff when it's in the theaters.
What do you mean?
Like, I feel like we should, like with Black Widow, right? We got it at the crib.
Yeah.
We should continue that.
You think so?
Like how HBO Max, which when it was HBO Max, but now it's just
so
Max.
how do you see
but like,
that helping the theater run?
I don't think it needs to help the theaters. I think
so you cool with moving on from theaters?
No, I love the theater experience.
Okay.
To be quite honest with you, and for everybody watching, everybody talks about online about the Endgame experience, right, or No Way Home experience,
incredible,
right? That's not the biggest experience I've ever had in a movie. For those that, believe it or not, it's probably like the second or third.
What's your biggest?
The biggest experience I ever had in a movie, and for my guys, Darrell and Rob Opti, you know what I'm talking about. Dragon Ball Super, the Broly movie.
Okay.
Every scene, we couldn't even hear the movie.
Okay, no, that may,
it was
anime be different. Though.
Dragon Ball Super, the Broly movie. We were all standing up the whole movie. We were clapping, bro. They did little things like, bro, when you see Vegeta turn Super Saiyan, because they emphasized it with the animation.
Yeah.
They went crazy. When Goku turns to Super Saiyan Blue, they go crazy. Broly transformed, they go crazy. Like the animation, they were doing little things like Gogeta did the Millie Rock while he's fighting. He's literally like Broly throws a punch and Gogeta does like this. And it's like, we were all in New York. We're like, bro, this thing did the Millie Rock. Like, I promise you that was, I wish, like, you know how people have the clips of like when they were in the theaters and how crazy it was in Endgame. Like, I wish I could have, or like my boys that I was with, they could have caught that, because y'all don't understand the things that people are posting online of their experience in Infinity War, Endgame, No Way Home is nothing compared to how that we were in an actual theater. Yeah. So like not like a movie theater, like a theater where plays are at, okay. And they had like the thing come down, and it was on that. So we are all like in a high, you know what I'm saying, and we could see everybody above us, below, standing. And when I tell you, I really wish I would have recorded it, because it was the biggest experience, and it was back home in New York too.
That makes sense though. As soon as you said Dragon Ball Z, I was like, okay. I mean, anime be hitting different to a lot of people, bro. Like, that's just life.
And so like, I feel like because of that experience, right? I love that. I don't want to ever go away from the movies. Yeah. But I think about COVID times when people were working from home, they were scared for their safety, but also nowadays, with inflation, the cost of living, like having to, like you said, people don't have the time or money. Then let them pay the $20 for their family instead of paying the $60 to take their family to the movies. You pay the $20.
So pay it on Disney Plus.
Kind of like how my Black Widow was, Or I think there was other movies that were like that too. I think there was a few. There was a couple of them. But I think, or like how HBO Max did it. They had Godzilla. No, they had Mortal Kombat in the theaters, but they also put it up on Max. I think they did that with Godzilla versus Kong too. So like, I think it needs to be like a balance. Like maybe
it's a good discussion.
That's something I had to think more of. You know what I'm saying? Like, because
look, watch their episode and you probably have some more stuff to say too.
Okay.
They was kind of going into it as well. I think one of them said like, maybe even like make the theater experience like just more enhanced. Like maybe even make less theaters, or make it something where like you have to drive a little further to even go to a theater, and make it a more like enhanced experience. It was a whole breakdown of.
But I feel like that makes it
harder to get there and stuff like
and
that.
And more money and stuff like that.
Yeah, because it depends on what technology you're gonna use in these theaters to like enhance it. But
that's a discussion for sure. Yeah,
because it's like if you're gonna try to enhance the experience, you're gonna have to up the price too. But
right, and I think that's what a lot of people have the issue with. That's why I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I love watching the movies from the crib, but I don't. But I miss the theater experience too. Like for some movies, like Marvel movies, I'm trying to go see that shit in theaters.
Yeah, I'm seeing them all.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but then there's some, like I didn't see Black Widow in theaters. Like,
I see that in theaters. That's not in theaters. Yeah,
you did. Like I watched it at the crib. I was like, I'm not going.
That's fine.
But especially when I see what they do with Taskmaster, I was hurt. But like, I'm not opposed to the watching at home either. For me, it just depends on what it is. Like, so I think having both options, it may not make sense from a business standpoint.
I think if you're a movie that's like if you know yourself and you're not gonna be as big of a movie, you might want to do that.
I mean, look at Netflix. Netflix literally gets original movies from people. Like Scorsese is doing Netflix movies now. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, the Flower, that was on in the theater. Yeah. But his other one, which was like 3 hours or whatever, that was on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's a balance, and I think for me, the reason I always bring up the COVID time and like them streaming it at the crib is because essentially they were pushing that.
Yeah.
At that time, they're like,
yeah, exactly.
they were pushing it. They're like, everything is going to streaming now. Everything is going to be streaming.
Yeah.
And it felt like we were moving away from that theater experience. Then they're just like, oh no, COVID's over. Capitalism. We're going right back to, you know what I mean? So I think when you have kids that like, they're not now, 5, 6, that grew up with that, and their families, their parents, mom and dad are like, well, my kid is used to just chilling at the crib watching movies. Why would I take them to the crib?
Work from home. We watch movies from home.
You know, like
everything from home.
We've kind of balanced our work-life balance here in the world, where most people want that home environment. So I think it's just trying to find a way to incorporate the two. Yeah. But like you said, it is a big discussion to have.
It's another thing to keep an eye on for sure, especially like down the road. Like we're all older. It's gonna be like, what does it even look like?
The 30 years old? Yeah. I mean, like 30 years from now?
Yeah. What does the theaters even look like?
If they even still exist.
That's scary.
That's scary.
That's really scary.
Like, we're going to have to rent out a hotel, like, lobby just to watch a movie together.
Ooh,
like,
that's sad days.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to. That I wouldn't want to do. Like, but at the same time, I wasn't mad at, like, my niece, my mom. Like, when Soul came out, we all watched Soul, like, on Disney Plus. So, like,
it's a different experience.
It depends.
Family time is good.
It just depends. But then again, we all went to go see Barbie together, and that was an experience. Yeah, that
was another thing. So like, if it's going to be a movie in the theater, it's got to be an event like that.
That's how I feel.
It's got to be an event.
It has to be an event. Like, I want people, like, we all wore pink. I want to, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I want to, like, if we go into the Marvel movie, I want to have a superhero. I want everybody to have a superhero shirt on or something like that. You know what I mean? Not necessarily, but
but it's got to be something like that where everybody's like going, like when the Minions came out, everybody's dressing up
yellow, dressing up. Oh no, they had the suits. That's fun,
like
bro.
That's an event. It became an event. But like, I don't even know like who started that.
I don't know.
Like, how did that even start?
I don't know.
Some fans were just doing that, like. You know, you never know. Like, I'm sure they didn't know when they was making that movie. Like, oh, we're gonna have people coming to see our movie.
Same thing with Barbie. There was like, ain't nobody gonna come in like dressed up in pink or all dolled up, and everybody was like, nah, I'm going all dolled up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess it's just take shots. I guess.
And then sometimes, like when they decided to put Barbie and Oppenheimer out at the same time, they're like, well, they're both gonna be great, double feature. Like we're gonna, you know what I mean? Like, so I think stuff like that too. Like, that was, like, this summer we just seen, that was good for cinema.
Great.
You know what I'm saying? I think maybe, how about this? Marvel Studios.
Competing?
No. Not even. Like, Marvel Studios, Kevin Feige calls up James Gunn.
I knew he was about to say,
let's drop Superman Legacy the same day we drop Deadpool 3. Well, no, Superman Legacy, 2024, right?
Nah, 2025. Superman Legacy 2025.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're lying to me.
No, we talking about that 2025.
Are you dead?
Yeah. 2025 for Superman Legacy. but drop at the same time as Fantastic Four. You know what I'm saying?
Like, and it won't be a competition.
It won't be a competition.
Everybody loves Superman.
Yeah. Well, shit. We're going to see that the same day.
Bro, the same day. Yeah. Hey, yo. Y'all hear us, right? That's what y'all need to do. Y'all want to talk about how to make the experience good? Double feature stuff. Like, literally.
That's nice.
Kevin Feige, James Gunn, talk to each other, bro. Y'all literally have worked together.
Yeah.
Superman Legacy F4 the same day. That's genius.
Yeah. I think a lot of people would be into that. Oh, which one are you going to go see?
Literally. They'll be like, yo, which one are you going to... I know for a fact, if they did that, I'll probably go see Superman Legacy first. Ooh. Because I know Fantastic Four is going to be MCU. So I will appreciate it into the already existed world.
Okay.
Whereas Superman Legacy is fresh, it's new, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, listen.
I ain't gonna lie, it'd probably be whatever time I can get first.
That's true, that's true, yeah.
That's what happened with Oppenheimer and Barbie. I was like, shit, I'm going to see Oppenheimer the next day.
Bruh, I literally couldn't... I watched them the same day.
Same day, it was
and
tough.
I should have watched Oppenheimer first.
Yeah,
because Barbie was,
You needed Barbie to be like
the decompression.
The dessert. Like,
yes.
It was like that.
But nah, that would be I think that's
I like that idea.
Right? Yo, they about to take our idea, bro.
They gonna do it. They gonna do it.
They gonna literally, we're gonna see a post-conference. We're gonna see a post-conference from James Gunn. He's like, so me and Feige have talked and we've decided, bruh.
We talk a lot of shit on what Marvel should take from us and everything like that. They taking that. Like,
do it. We okay with that. We
the
cool
studios is taking that for sure.
Have to. Because if you want to save the movie industry, the theaters, that's the way.
And you can make it a fun little competition. You can.
Facts.
Be into it.
Facts. Be like, oh, nah, DC, nah, we going to see the bro, it's MCU dang all day. Like, bro, and no
imagine
funny,
that imagine that
bro,
like content.
Bro.
It's like MCU versus DC.
No,
like,
we need that. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Y'all
crazy.
need that, bro. Y'all need to cook. Y'all need to do that. That's crazy.
I like that idea.
We have to have a whole episode just based off of like the theater stuff. I don't want to take like listen to 3,000 stuff though, but like
we can do that.
You know what I'm saying?
We can have them on that one.
Facts.
we can have less than 3,000 for that.
That's gonna be like a 5 hour.
Yeah, we have less than 3,000 if we're on that for that. So we can just start pinning movies together.
Oh, like that's coming out.
Yeah, it's coming out.
Blade and
put them together.
I don't know what's
and then like paint a picture of like what that looks like in theaters. You know, MCU versus DCU.
I really think that's a good, like you hit it, bro. Because Superman is about like feeling accepted and like, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to figure out his place on Earth. Yeah. That's individuality. Then you get the Fantastic Four, which is the family bro, you cook. That's, damn. Yeah, we're going to have to do that. We're going to have to do that for sure. That's crazy.
Yeah. Damn, and I kind of want them to do that now.
Yeah, like I'm going to be disappointed if it don't happen
like I kind of want them to do that. Like that's a perfect little mix-up too.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, let me stop thinking about that because it's going to get me mad now that
it's not going to happen, right? So we're going to be like, bro, can we make these movies? Like, can we be there, like, in these conversations with y'all? Like,
oh, man, that's a great idea.
Yeah, we gotta double down on this for sure. Like,
it's a great idea.
You cook. What you mean?
I mean, you was part of it. Yeah, you was part of it. Yo, that's just a great idea.
That's heat.
Damn.
I'm about to get hurt because we can't.
I know, like,
we're not gonna have it.
You're right. Like that's a perfect way to like, you know, have theaters mean something.
Facts.
Bring
the business in.
Bring the business in, and it's good for everybody involved.
The business is good for us as fans because we get to, like you said, talk about it and interact and debate. Like, all right, what you going to see first, or nah, MCU gang, nah, DCU gang. Like,
perfect.
Oh man,
that's literally perfect.
And I feel like it wouldn't be toxic.
It would. I don't think it. Yeah,
it would be
toxic.
fun, like competition. Oh man, that would be.
And then
great.
once you're done with that, it's like, oh, what's the next one? You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's how I felt about Barbenheimer.
Yeah,
I'm like,
what's the next one of this?
Bro, yeah, they need to.
That's something right there.
That would also, you know how everybody's like superhero fatigue? Like, that would literally kill the superhero fatigue.
Gone.
Yeah, I'm about to be hurt because it's not going to happen.
Some of these movie producers need to start calling each other out. Yo, we trying to make an event out of this or what?
That's what they should, yeah.
Instead of looking at it as like, oh, we about to lose money to them, like, nah, we about to make an event out of this.
Well, so James Gunn did say that, though. He was like, that the studios don't look at each other as competition. We just want each other to do well. And so that's what you want.
Perfect,
bro. And you know, they all talk about like people like with the, you know, we're talking about inflation and people don't want to like not having or wanting to spend the money, but people would do that.
People would do. Oh,
it would be an easy Billy.
Yeah,
maybe 500 mil for this movie, the opening weekend too. 500 mil for F4, 500 mil. Superman. Next week, another 250 mil.
Because everybody catches on is like, oh, we all doing this? Like, yeah,
bro, you gonna have people going to see Superman with Superman shirts on, like the Superman logo. You're going to see maybe have a family getting dressed up the same outfit for F4. Like, bro, y'all gotta call each other, man.
That's a brilliant idea.
James Gunn, Kevin Feige, please just talk. That's all. I don't know if y'all can though.
Be the trendsetter. Start this whole. Well, Oppenheimer, Barbie did it, but like be the ones that be like, this is a thing now.
Facts. They tried. I don't know if you've seen it. They tried with it was like Paw Patrol and Freddy's. They came out at the same time, but nobody
tried to make it a thing.
It was like a meme on the internet after Barbenheimer. They were like, "Oh, let's make this a new thing," but nobody went to go see.
Man, it's got to start. I mean, it's got to be
hits. It has to be hits.
Yeah,
like and Superman and F4 would be the perfect thing.
Yeah,
because we don't have anything really next year.
Yeah, not at the same time. Is there anything that comes out at the same time as Deadpool? I don't know.
That's another thing too. Like we talked about this before. Like, stop making these release dates, and this movie's not even over yet. Like, you didn't even finish shooting it.
That is true.
Like, why are you giving me a release date and you're still shooting this movie? What if an actor gets injured or
Deadpool's still shooting? Right. I didn't even think about that, and that's literally like that's not late next year. That's like the middle.
Early.
Yeah.
That's literally May. That's 6 months from now.
I didn't even think about
No,
that.
6 months from now.
Yeah.
We have a half of a year, bro. And y'all are still shooting and
they
making
pushing that
this
back.
movie. No, don't say that. Don't say that.
They pushing that back. Oh man.
Oh boy.
That is not coming out in 6 months. There's no way, bro. Because they're gonna bring it to VFX and they're gonna get it back and then be like, it's not. They're gonna rush the hell out of these VFX people. Well, they're doing more practical stuff.
Yeah,
They're doing more practical
they might.
stuff. We'll
be
see.
able to,
We'll see. Actually, they're doing more practical stuff.
And if Bob is talking about the executives are going to have more of a hand in these films, I don't know how I feel about that, but
that's something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, thanks.
I didn't think about that either. Yeah, Deadpool is kind of right around the
corner.
Yeah, that's not that far away.
We literally get.
And they're still filming.
What if Echo?
Deadpool's the next thing, isn't it?
Unless they give us another little surprise or something.
Yeah.
Another thing that I felt like, this is just me spieling about Disney, but they kind of failed in an aspect of they have so much IPs and properties.
Yeah.
They could have given us something every time something ended. So like kind of how we went from Ahsoka right into Loki, then it could be Ahsoka. Like, so during the COVID times, we had monsters at work.
Yeah.
You know, remember like that monster, it's like
Monsters Inc. thing.
Yeah. Then you get another thing. Like COVID times, they had stuff like that lined up. I feel like that's kind of what Disney should. You have so many IPs. Just, it's simple like that. If you want to bring your revenue in, once, like for example, once What If ends, we get Echo. Once Echo ends, give us something either Star Wars or Pixar. Then once that ends, you got Deadpool right there. Then like in May or whatever, right? Let's say because whatever Pixar or Star Wars put out is a show. So let's say like the Acolyte comes out and you know what I'm saying? Which I don't think it will, but let's just spitball. So like, what if Echo, the Acolyte, that goes on for 6 to 9 weeks because of the episodes that leads into what, like April-ish, give us a Pixar movie. Then boom, Deadpool right after. Like, they can easily line stuff up for every time.
You think it should be like that?
I do, because as fans, we would always have content. We wouldn't be waiting on stuff, and then as a business model, they would have more money coming in all the time.
Do you think it would be too much quantity though at that time?
I don't think so. Only because
it's
different, but like like we get like superhero stuff, kid stuff for like Disney or like Pixar, and then Star Wars. You know what I mean? Like kind of just switch it up. I think that's the best way to go about it. Consistency. Yeah. And then you can make us wait on the others. Like so for Marvel, like we're waiting a while. So you fill it in with Star Wars, you fill it in with Pixar, and then we waiting for a while for Star Wars, you fill it in with Marvel, you fill it in with Pixar. But wait on Pixar, now you fill it in with Marvel and Star Wars. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of like where I'm at with it, I think.
Got you. Yeah. I can't get my mind off of the event thing, man. That's
a double feature.
That's a great idea. That's a damn good idea. Oh yeah, man! We went on for a long time.
Oh yeah,
we went on for a long time.
This was it. I don't think we catch it.
Oh no, yeah. Say what?
So I don't think we catch it.
Oh no, we had Godzilla. We were gonna catch 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago. It's not going to happen. But we hear it's one of the great movies out right now. You know, we were just talking about going to see things in theaters. Like I want to go see it in theaters.
Facts. I asked my
girl. I mean, a Godzilla movie, a monster movie, you kind of want to see that.
Facts. I need it.
So I'm gonna see that very soon. Over the next few days, I'm gonna go see that.
I might try to go see it when I go back, like with my girl, see if she wants to see it or not. You know.
Yeah. I'm also going to see the Heron, the Boy and the Heron.
When does that come out?
That comes out tomorrow.
Oh, I might have to do a double feature.
That comes out tomorrow.
Might make an event out of it, bro. Like Godzilla and the Boy and the Heron, bro. Like,
for real, bro. Like,
gotta see the Boy and the Heron.
Yeah,
my girl.
I've heard reviews.
My girl loves Studio Ghibli movies. Yeah. One of her favorites is.
This will be my first one.
You didn't watch any of it yet?
No, this will be my first one.
You're gonna love this, and you're gonna be like, "Yo, I need to watch all these."
A marathon, bro. It's gonna be crazy.
They're all on Max.
Yeah, I know. I've seen them.
Yeah.
I know exactly where they at. I just need to go watch them,
bruh. All right, well, we're going to close this episode off, man. This was a great episode, a lot of content. We had to go for a long time, bro, because this is our first Connect in person for TAT, as well as I ain't seen my bro in 6 years. Like, so you just know, we all talk all the time, like text, FaceTime, whatever, but like, it's different when you see somebody in person, you know what I'm saying? So,
hold on, bro. Let me get something real quick.
Oh, keep it going.
Keep it going. Talk to the people real quick.
So,
mean, he'll be right back.
He got to go get some. So I will say this was just a great time, great episode. We do this often, but we never get to lean like this. I'm gonna come back to Cincinnati in January, so that'll probably be our next time. Like we get to actually like do like the live, like how do I say, like the live in person joint. I don't know. I'm just really super excited about it because, like I said, I ain't seen bro in so long. We used to work together, and so then I moved on to like another position, and we obviously keep in contact. We still hang out, still chill, but like then I moved. Oh, no, I think Dennis moved first. No, I moved first. Went to Virginia, and then I came back. I moved to Virginia, and then Dennis came out here to Cincinnati. So I'm out here in Cincinnati for work. So just a different vibe. But man, I really appreciated just being able to come and nerd out with him in person, because we do this all the time, bro. Like we literally, y'all see, this is what TAT episode 15, and I mean, look at how long we went, because we can do this all day. No Captain America, but we could literally do this all day. And so for me, this was really just a great time, real great fun. But another thing I wanted to talk about, actually, I just thought about it too, is when you talk about like a lot of the content that we do, we try to be as consistent with it as possible, right? That doesn't always happen for us all the time because life, things like that. So when we get moments like this, it's really grateful, like to actually connect, talk, and nerd out for as long as we want. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
What you got here, man?
Yeah, man. I had to get something from my boy. Here's for you,
what?
My guy.
What you
I
mean?
had to get something from my boy. I was at the comic shop, and I had to pick something up. You know,
nah,
a little
bro.
something, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, bro.
Come on, man.
That's love, bro.
Little comics, a little poster. Add to the room.
Bro, my God. Bro, you already know I'm putting this up as soon as I get back.
Yes, sir.
Bro, fire. Let me show the people. I gotta show the people,
man.
Y'all gotta see this.
Had to pick something up.
Look at this, bruh.
Little Ghost Rider comic.
Bro, I'm wearing this on our next TAT episode. What you mean? I'm literally gonna have this joint on.
Nah, yeah.
We need to. This is the man we need to see
soon
in the MCU, bro.
Soon.
We need this guy, bro. Like I literally, bro. We've actually talked about this often too. Like
I bring him up all the time.
Yeah, like Ghost Rider special presentation, bro. Like that's what we need, bro. We need that. I don't know. That's love, bro.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah, bro. And the poster is a Captain America Sam Wilson poster.
Oh boy!
I don't know if you have one of those.
I don't. Nah, bro. I'm excited.
Yeah,
so if y'all know me, Captain America. Sam Wilson is my Captain America. Like that's my favorite Captain America. And bro, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you. I'm putting this up.
Something.
He knows exactly where I'm putting it up too. Right next to the one with Cap holding the shield. You know what I'm saying? It's going right next to that joke, bro. Like so.
For sure.
But shit, this has been a TAT episode, comic book chat.
That's right.
I'm Jam. This is my man Dennis.
It's the alternate timeline.
Yes, sir.
My boy Jams, you heard of me on all socials. And we out of here, man. This episode 15 is a long one, but thank you for staying with us. We appreciate you. Had to do it big for the live, in-person sessions.
Wakanda forever, first
Wakanda
off.
forever, baby. Let's do it. Peace, y'all.
Much love, y'all.